We rise together. We build together. We grow together. We scale forever. Start with a spark now. It's fire in our hands. Dreams into numbers. Building empires on demand. Traffic is flowing. The leads never fail. Health, wealth, success. It's all in the scale. Scale, scale, scale. Rise up high and never fail. Scale, scale, scale. From the vision to the trail. Scale, scale, scale. Every profit, every sale. We're one, we're strong. Together we belong. Scale, scale, scale. Click after click, watch the momentum grow. From sea to the summit, everybody knows no limits here. We rewrite the tale. It's mine, it's body, it's life, it's go. Faster, stronger, breaking through. Everything multiplies when we do. Community of power, we will prevail. The future is ours when we shout. Scale, scale, scale. Rise up high and never frail. Scale, scale, scale. From the vision to the trail. Scale, scale, scale. Every profit, every sale. We're one, we're strong. Together we belong.
All right. Well, it's been a while. Happy New Year. Happy 2026. Out with the old, in with the new. And I want to say a big thank you to Chris Daughtry for writing that song for us and performing it for us. Chris Daughtry, AI, if that has to be. Let's do me a favor, say hello in the chat, and I'll give you a shout out. And let's see who we got in here. Number one community manager in here, Brad Case, is in here. We've got Digital Universe saying good evening from the southern tip of Africa. Where exactly? Let us know. Is that like Cape Town? We have, let's go from the top. It'll be a little bit easier. Well, we got Ebby Lind from Denmark. We've got from the UK, from Leeds, UK, Body Health Essentials. We have already said hi to Brad, or maybe it's a different Brad. I'm not even sure. Let's see. I'm not going to highlight everybody because then it just takes too long. So we've got Len Thompson from New Zealand, Martin from Norwich, UK, and we have Amanda from New Zealand. And let's see, from Brazil. Do we have anybody from the US other than me? And even Simon from Malaysia. Matt's going to be joining us soon. We have, let's see, from Brazil, that's Gilmar. And Burton Clement doesn't say where from, maybe he does later. Johannesburg, South Africa, thank you very much. And Norwich, UK. And, oh, that's actually two different people from South Africa. You two folks should connect. And again, Happy New Year. Cairo, Egypt is in the house. Hey, more Ricky from, I'm not sure what that means. And let me know if, you don't have to go crazy in the chat, but if you can't hear me very well, let me know. Ocho Rios, Jamaica, Sayon Rowe is from Jamaica there. We have, there we go. We have somebody from, New Jersey, Tony Soprano. Good to see you, Jonathan. Do me a favor, ship me down some bagels and some pizza from New Jersey, all right, if you want. It's Boca Raton, my friend. All right, we've got Greenville, South Carolina, Demetrius. How many people are in here? My goodness. We're gonna get you all. Francine from Miami, Minnesota, USA, Mississippi, Rosa Dorsey. Burton was Mississippi. Pika Azores, Kevin Sinclair, Amanda Vandergulik from actually now in Canada, not New Zealand any longer. Happy face. We have Alberta, Canada, Care D. And last one I'm going to read, another one came in. North Carolina is Dave. Everybody wants a shout out. Hi, Eric from Finland. Oh man, New Jersey bagels and cream cheese, right? Right. If you know, you know. All right, everybody. We're setting sail on the Marketer's Cruise on Friday. And I always say to my team, I'm like, guys, it's Black Friday, and then we wake up and it's February, right? And then we're always doing a launch in February. So I say, I'm telling you guys, when we get through Black Friday, we wake up and it's March, because this is essentially what happened to us. We're prepping for Black Friday, and we did an entire November sale. And then once Black Friday hits Cyber Monday, and then it's like, oh my goodness, what day is it? Is it Christmas? Is it the day before Christmas? What days do we get off? And you're like, finally, I get back to work on a Tuesday, and it's like, no, Wednesday's New Year's Eve, and then Thursday, and then you eat, you get fat, you wake up, it's January 2nd, you're like, do I really need to get back to work? That first week comes in, like for me, every year, and I never even get like fully started because we go on the Marketer's Cruise, usually in the first, second, now the third week sometimes of January. So we're setting sail on Friday, well, Saturday, but I'm flying out because we're going from the West Coast. If you haven't been on the Marketer's Cruise, 500 marketers take a vacation every single year. We sell out every single year because we have to. It's a Carnival cruise ship. And we have 500 people or so that come every single year and take a vacation with us. Many of you have been on it. Many of you are coming. Go to themarketerscruise.com, book for next year. We leave, and when I say next year, 2027, we leave in January every single year. So Friday, me and Matt are flying out, and we don't get back until late, like midnight on the 25th. So you're not going to be hearing from us after today until the 26th. And that doesn't even mean we're going to be doing a live stream. And then right after that, we're going to be getting ready for a launch that I'll be telling you guys about that you definitely want to participate in. All right. So what is the purpose of today's live stream? Well, we have a lot of surprises for people with a Groove Lifetime account. You will be getting, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 new things that you weren't even aware of. And in the future, it'll be 4 and 5. And so, we really, look, there's going to be a double-edged sword here. You're going to be like, oh my goodness, thank you so much for taking care of us lifetime members. And anybody that has a ScalePlus membership is going to say, oh my God, thank you even more. This just keeps getting better and better. And for those of you that are lifetime members and didn't take the ScalePlus Black Friday sale, that was $297, and then the holiday sale after Black Friday, Sunday, Cyber Monday, we said, hey, this is going to $397 a year only till New Year, and then it goes to $497 for the first year, and then it's $149 a month. You missed it if you didn't do it. Now I'm going to give you a last chance today, if you're a lifetime member, to log into your dashboard. And no, you can't get it for $297 a year, and no, you can't get it for $397 a year anymore. Those are gone. And the $497 for the first year and $149 a month, which is now the public price. If you go to the website, if you go and log into your dashboard will let you lock in at $497 a year. Again, you can't get the $397, that's gone. You can't get the $297 a year, that's gone. But if you want the full ScalePlus suite, that's $497 a year for a very limited time. By the time we get back from the cruise, we're collapsing the dashboard, and then everybody pays retail, which is going to be $149 a month. All right. So, so people are going to be like, hey, that's not fair. Like I always say, at the same time, you're like, you mail me too much, and I didn't get you mail us too much. And then the next one is, I didn't see the email. So we did everything we could with live streams to let you know this was real. The $297 is going to go to $397, go to $497, and then everybody pays the public pricing. But At the same time, we really take care of the lifetime members, even if you don't buy, because you get about half of the stuff in the suite. It's just a few things, like that you don't get because they're not part of Groove. And that brings me, let's see. Please, Mike, we need help. Look, I'll get you help by help. This question here about Tiny Email, which we won't be doing today. We need help step-by-step demo with Tiny Email. I'm going to have Simon do a live stream this week or next week on Tiny Email. All right. Next week, let's do it this way. Simon has stuff for this week. Next week, Simon will do a Tiny Email live stream, and we'll try to get either somebody on their team or their CEO or Brian or Seamus from them to come on and do that for us. Okay. So, all right, let's talk about the future of Groove. Now, don't get scared when I say that. You're already seeing we are completely rebranding our company away from Groove to Scale. And there's just a number of reasons for that. Groove is legitimately a legacy company, legacy owners, many of them who are very good, but a legacy way of products and a legacy way of creating products and a legacy way of competing. So the very first thing I want to say is Groove will be phased out as a brand. Now, before anybody has a heart attack, you'll always be able to log in and manage all of your products. We're going to ask you to move to new products. And when you see them today, you're going to go, hell yeah, holy cow, didn't see that coming. Oh my God, didn't see that coming. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I'm telling you, I guarantee you're going to be like blown away by what you're going to see. So what we've decided is, wave the white flag, and you have to sometimes, and just admit that Go High Level had won the game. And that doesn't mean that we're waving the white flag on products. It's in the positioning. What we did is the same mistake that ClickFunnels did. ClickFunnels, and by the way, I love Russell, I love ClickFunnels, I love Go High Level, and I love the owners there. So we're going to give lots of love to everybody today. But I'm going to talk about marketing lessons as well. So the mistake that ClickFunnels made is they had a great page builder, and when they rewrote it, they should have just kept it as a page builder, but it wasn't their fault. Not ours either. We didn't see Go High Level coming. I mean, we saw them coming, but they were a slingshot behind us. By the time we looked, they were already ahead of us, and like so far ahead of us, we still didn't see them. That's how much they took the market. And ClickFunnels and Groove tried to compete with Go High Level and lost. That's just a fact, and that's a huge fact. And the bottom line is the Groove products were good and promising, but they never lived up to what they were supposed to. We're not going to get into the issues with the offshore development team and how that really set us back 3 years. But I don't care, because what we have coming is even better. It put us in a better position to redo all of the apps in the Groove suite and give it to the lifetime members, where they're going to be like, hell yeah, like this is better than Go High Level, ClickFunnels, and Groove. It's a new version of everything we had in Groove. So just to let you know, you're not going to see Groove anymore on t-shirts and Facebook groups and videos and the YouTube channel and Instagram. It's basically being sunsetted. Now, you'll always be able to go to Groove and log in. Your sites are going to be hosted. We're not going to take on new customers very soon. We're going to be shutting down like the front end. And the front end is just going to redirect to a login page for those of you that are like, no, absolutely not. I like using a typewriter. I don't want to use AI. Okay, great. Not a problem. It will always be there. It will always be there. But when you see what we have, the first thing you're going to be saying is, how do I get over to these new things? So to basically say what I'm saying is, when ClickFunnels and Groove basically made it a binary, it's Go High Level or us. I can't tell you how embarrassing it is to go over to my friend Rich Sheffrin's house or talk with my friends like Donnie and go to Flight Club. And literally I get off the stage and I talk about something and people's like, Mike, is there any way that could work with Go High Level? Yeah, sure. Like, you just realize it, and it's they're not trying to insult you. There were people, everybody that pays $30,000 a year for Flight Club, because there's only 70 of them, I give them a free comp to Groove, and they don't even use it, right? And now that they see Scale, Holy cow, has it changed? So just so you know, Scale is going to be a suite of products that had everything in Groove, but better. And it won't compete with Go High Level. We are going to be repositioning ourselves, and I'm going to share my screen here just for a second. And I believe that will be this. No, that one. We're repositioning ourselves as an AI-powered marketing suite, okay? Courses.gg, I got really good news for you on that. Really, really good news for you on that. Somebody's asking what's happening with courses.gg. So you'll get a good update on that today. All right. So with Scale, we want people that have Go High Level to be like, oh, this is a great companion for Go High Level. Run your business on Go High Level. It's great, honestly. In fact, there's some things that our agency is using with Go High Level that in the past I'd be like, no, we can't use a competitor. If anybody finds out, it's going to be bad. Now I want to say, like, there are some things that, Go High Level does pretty well that, I don't care if you have a Go High Level account. And I'm not saying you, but if you do, great. I'm talking about anybody I meet at any event. I don't want to be known as a binary, because then you do this. And I don't want to say that ClickFunnels did or anything like that. I'll only talk about us. It's just a fact. Russell made a video about it when he talked about Offer Labs, that like it burned him, that he would see things like, he would say, I'm still a funnel hacker. I'm just using another software. Like, he made a public video about it. It crushed him. It's just, sometimes you have to admit that the other company won. And I'm not saying that we're doing a pivot necessarily. We're doing a pivot in our positioning. I don't want people going, oh, so you compete with Go High Level. No. What are we? We are an AI-powered marketing suite that is a great companion to any CRM, like HubSpot, ClickFunnels, Go High Level, or if you don't want to use any of those, we even have a full CRM for you that takes care of everything. All right, so that's the future of Groove. It doesn't mean it's a bastard child or anything like that. It basically means we're rewriting every single app, and I'm going to show you that today. And then I've just got surprise after surprise after surprise after surprise. Let me start off by saying this to you. I'm talking with Matt and George. He works on our Monarch Labs automation agency, and I made a bold statement the other day. Let me pull it up here. Let's see, George and Matt. Hopefully there's nothing here that embarrasses any of us. Okay, I said this. It's crazy. And he responded with a little goat icon. It's crazy. I can now 100% call myself a software engineer. I'm not a coder. I am a software engineer. And I can say this with a fact. Based on deliverables, I am a better UI, UX developer. I am a better software architect. I'm a better coder. And I'm better software engineer than any other developer that has ever worked for me or anyone that I know. I ship quality code 60 times faster than any developer I've ever worked with. I can do in a week what used to take a team 3 to 6 months. And Matt says, I disagree. In 2 days, what we used to do with a team in 10 to 6 months. Guys, exciting times are coming, and I'm going to drop the bombs for you today when you see what we've done. Matt says, what I got done today would have taken at least 5 months and tons of bullshit and planning and error navigating, and 80% I'm setting for what I got. Okay. And then I said, and that would have been shit. And I'm just talking, guys, I'm being honest. What we would have gotten that would have taken 10 to 6 months would have been shit. There's just been a paradigm shift. And then, so what I want to let you know is ClickCoach.io. ClickCoach.io is a separate thing, not part of Scale, but it was written by a person in India using PHP, spaghetti code, 2008 no framework, inline CSS environment variables in the code. Nothing was backed up on GitHub. And I said to Mitch, I put it into Claude Code and Cursor, and I said, hey, tell me about this code base. It literally said, this is shit. And I said, like, do we rewrite it? This was like 6 months ago. Said, rewriting this would be difficult. You're looking blah, blah, blah. So I said, Mitch, the only thing we can do is, and it functions well. I said, the only thing we can do is we can redo the UI. So let me show you here. And we're going to get to the good stuff, I promise. But let me open up Click Coach. Click Coach here. Okay, what I'm going to do, I have to open up my my code editor, and I want to show you what I did. And it's going to get really good as it pertains to you. But let me just shut down this development server. Okay, we're going to reload this one. Just bear with me a second. Where are we in Cursor here? Okay, we're going to hit Command J, npm run dev. And I'm not showing you this to get you to go buy Click Coach or anything like that. Let me just see here. Run the dev server for me. I'm just on another screen. Just bear with me just for a second. Yes, and all right, so let's show you what Click Coach currently looks like. So we spent thousands of dollars to have this code base, which is not it's functional, but it's just not up to the standards on the back end. And let me just log in here with this so that we can compare. Okay, so this is the code from Mitch's one person living in India. When you click, and by the way, guys, this was us paying $5,000 and waiting 90 days to refactor it. And why? Because we started this back in February, and it took 4 months, and AI coding wasn't where it is now. So this is the current one, like this, right? And you can just see it's, and by the way, guys, this is the one that we redid. Let me show you what it looks like now. But I'm not doing this to blow you away. This is just, okay, we rewrote the code. What I'm going to show you that's going to blow you away in just a minute. Right. So this application right here, this is the new dashboard. This is the clients. Okay. This is the sessions. If you want to start a new session, you choose your client. I think he usually uses Jane Smith, right? Everything that you hear, stats and goals, ready? This is what I want to let you know. And I want to show you everything that's here, because this is what just the mind-blowing part is going to come in just a second. Okay. Everything that we see here. Now, take a look at what we got here. We've got a user guide, right? Completely built out, absolutely gorgeous application. You could switch from light mode to dark mode in your application. All right. And you have your chats. All right. And because it's not hooked up to the live database, I'm not getting the images. So why do I show you this, guys? Okay. Here's why I'm showing you this. I took the code base that was existing. Let me get back to my face here. I took the code base that was existing and I said, hey, this code base that's here, I want to create it as a Next.js app. And in the same folder, I created a new modern application. I said, I want to use the same database, so read all of the code and restructure it. You kind of get where I'm going. I told it to take everything we have here, but then modernize it with modern component library, basically called tweakcn or shadcn component library. And then I said, you do have autonomy to change the user experience, not just the UI. UI is how the colors and stuff. The UX is where things are located so that it makes more sense. There's a new plugin with Claude Code called Ralph Wiggum. It's based on something from The Simpsons. I basically said, don't stop until it's done. I went to bed at 10 a.m. on Saturday and woke up the next day, and Claude worked overnight and got 80% of it done. Then I worked for 8 hours and was able to clone the entire application in 8 hours. In the past, just 3 months ago, I told Mitch it would be too complicated to rewrite it because I would have had to look at everything and guide it. Now I can give it access to a code base and I can rewrite it. So the next thing I want to tell you, when I left Groove in February and I started my new company, my very, very first app, there were two of them. It was Brandbaser and Courses.gg and affiliate pages. And because Groove was written in Laravel, AI coding wasn't yet a thing. And I hired developers to create Courses.gg. And I hired developers to create affiliate pages, which is now going to be there, but you're going to see it's basically now taken over by blogbaser.com and works with blogbaser.com. All right. And so here's what I'm telling you. Because I'm going on the cruise next week, and I want to wrap up Scale.gg, the affiliate marketplace, I'm pretty sure that in February, even though we have a launch going on, I'm going to work overnight for 2 or 3 days, and I'm going to write personally, myself, Courses.gg. Now, here's the beautiful thing. It's going to use the same database. All of your courses are going to be there. And in fact, I'm probably going to put it at app.courses.gg, and you'll be able to use both user interfaces until I get that perfect. And then if you're like, no, Mike, I like the old one, whatever, I'm going to move that over to legacy.courses.gg. And when everybody is happy, which will take 3 days, we're just going to be at the new courses.gg, and I'm going to write it. And guys, you're seeing the way that Matt and I are creating software. And I do want to be upfront with you. Everything I'm going to show you other than that, I created or Matt created. And that's why things are flying at the speed of light. And you haven't even seen what you're about to see. All right. And we're going to do that in the next 10 seconds. I want to give you the first half hour to give you the premise of what's going on here. And courses.gg is not my baby. And I don't mean that in a bad way, because I didn't code it. It means I don't know where the navigation is. I can't even do the demos. I've got a lot of stuff going on here in the company. I have John Garcia do it. And then I have other people tell me, Mike, this doesn't work. And we're working on it. And guess what? The team takes 2 weeks to do something that I can do in 2 minutes. And when it comes back, I'm like, and they're so proud of it. No offense to the team. They're so proud of it. And I'm just like, this is something to be proud of in 2022. But like Matt and I, like, I'm just tired of it. And there's something going on with AI coding. It's not about the intelligence of the model. It's the scaffolding being built around it. You talk to it, you tell it what you want. And with a little bit of knowledge, because I was a coder in high school, I'm a technical guy, enough that I built software. And again, I want to tell people that are like, Mike, are you a kid in a candy shop? What happens when you're no longer excited and you don't have the time to do this? Here's what I want to let you know. I did this for a living for the last 20 years. I worked in Trello, and I would make screen recordings, and I would say, look, guys, you see when this drop down is going on here? That's not supposed to do that. What happens is you should do this, screenshot. I live my life in Trello telling my developers how the app should work. Now I simply tell it to the AI, and in 10 seconds it says refresh, and I go, perfect. Now move it over to the left. You know what? Do this, do that. There were so many things I would never tell my developers because I didn't want to get them distracted. Now I spend 2 hours making my apps look absolutely gorgeous. Our apps, me, Matt, Sonia, everything that we're doing here with the team. Okay, so what I want to let you know is, yes, courses.gg, I kind of look at it and I'm kind of like, I didn't write a line of code. I don't really know it. Let me focus on the other apps. I'm going to take that app over. And again, we love Sam Ovens. We love Alex Ramosi. We're not, we say we're going to compete with school. That's not the goal. What we want to do is empower you with good tools so that you don't have to go pay for it elsewhere. And if we end up, becoming the next school, great. But that's not the goal, is to take anybody down and make enemies. But when the new courses.gg comes out, and it'll take me 3 days to do it, you're going to be blown away. All right. So it is a wonderful time to be alive. So let me get rid of Click Coach. I showed this for one reason, and one reason only, just to show you that I was able to redo an application in 8 hours that even 3 months ago I thought would take 3 months with AI coding. Okay, so I'm going to close this repo as well, and I'm going to boot up the other one that I want to show you at localhost 3000. Okay, and that is now running. Okay, all right, so let's jump into it here. Let's share my screen. We are sharing my screen. We've got some additional layouts that we have. Let me just see. I think I click here and I can see more layouts. Let's put me here. Simon, on the drop down, you could move me here, here, or here, right? There's 3 different ones. So I'll have you just watch to see where we're gonna keep me. And let's start it right here for right now. Okay. All right, everybody. Let's start with click campaigns. Okay. I'm gonna go into the dashboard, and if you haven't seen click campaigns in a while, let me let you know what was going on in December. December and the last 2 weeks of January was about, we got the apps live, and they worked. Let me say this. They worked to do really, really good live demos. But that final polish that makes it like, oh, okay, I see this is taking too long. Why is this burning credits? That's where you think it was working. But then we went into the apps that I'm going to show you here, and we looked at every single little thing to oh, wow, what used to take 27 minutes now takes 2 minutes, right? And we've gotten rid of the old sequential mode. It's only parallel. We don't even call it parallel anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a campaign now with that's already done with click campaigns. So we're just going to go right into the collaboration workspace. If you haven't seen this in a while, I'll explain everything that's going on. And then we're going to build a campaign and let it run in the background. Okay. So you have 5 tabs when Alex and the team are working on a campaign. Oh, let me show you this. Let me show you this. Where is QuickTime? There it is. All right. Tell me if you guys, Simon, if you can't hear this, let me know. And I'm going to press play. And if you can't hear this, let me know. So Donnie works at Performance Golf. They do, let's just put it this way, over 8 figures a year. All right. Over 9 figures a year, over 9 figures. That's, that means over 100 million. Anything else is their business, right? They are the world's largest online golf product and education company. Nobody comes close in the world. And Donnie is the copy chief and partner, owner of the company, or partner, whatever it is, right? And so Donnie, I've been trying to get him to use AI, but again, just like with coding and everything, like when a copywriter is so brilliant, they don't want to rely on any AI at that level if they go from an A++ down to an A+. But now Donnie has learned to work with Claude Code, and now they're renaming it for people like us. Claude Coworker came out yesterday. And when you learn to take your previous writings and build frameworks with it, it works really well. So here's what Donnie had to say. This is a 3-minute testimonial. Take a look at what he had to say when he used click campaigns with his company. And this is, I'm telling you guys, this is somebody that would not touch anything with AI, even if he was controlling it.
Mike Filsaime. As you can see, I am looking like a dog, and there's a reason why. You have inspired me and my lead copywriter, Ben Marcoux, to just push our limits and create things that we thought were never part of our future. We never thought was possible. Look, I don't want to seem like I'm overhyping, because every time I send a video to somebody, if they use it for a testimonial or to show it to someone, I'm just way too hypey. So let me try to bring the hype down. I'm so grateful for the time you spent with us, because you just unlocked, using your tool to build pages, you just unlocked for us the potential of multiple millions of dollars in revenue because of the speed, efficiency, accuracy, and insanely strong like e-commerce tactics that this tool has built in at a click of a button. I have never been like, this is making me like a warrior with Pages. I am so grateful. We have gone from idea to a fully designed page in less than 90 minutes, zero design skills, zero code skills, zero confidence to do anything that has to do with design whatsoever. And we are building pages that are better than the highest paid designers we've ever had in the performance golf ecosystem. And that's with all due respect to designers, because I am number one, like, love designers. I love dev people, especially when they can do things that I dream up in my mind and they bring it to life better than I can think. I love them. If designers and if dev teams adopt your tool, they are going to supercharge every single thing they're doing. And people, first of all, they won't believe you. Second of all, they'll think there's an issue. Third of all, they'll say, it can't connect. All of objections have been smashed, including all my objections. And you know, I'm a total pessimist when it comes to this. You've built something that is going to change the game for millions of marketers all around the world. And I will just give you a quick sneak peek. I don't even know how to flip my camera on this mode, so I'm just going to turn it around old school. Boom. This page is being designed in real time, our supplement page. It's absolutely insane how the functionality is already working. And this is just minutes working with this. So Mike, love you. Thank you so much. You are an absolute legend, and everything you do. Just like you said last night, I said, how can I repay you? Whatever you want in life, give it away first. That's what you said. That's Mike Filsaime. I'm sure he got that from some absolute like guru around the world, but I'm giving you credit, my brother. I love you. Thanks so much. You're a savage.
All right. Thank you for indulging me with that 3-minute video. When that came in, I said to Donnie, I said, are you friggin' kidding me? You send me that and then you say, I can't use it as a testimonial. I said, please, please. And he's like, let me go back and see what I said. Because, you know, they may be getting investors or whatever it might be. And he says, yeah, no, it's cool. You can use it. I said, thank you. I said, because you just dropped a bomb. And you're like, every time I say something, people use it as a testimonial. I don't want to be that jerk. Like, dude, I can't not let people hear what was just said right there. So he was talking about not just click campaigns, but also page builder, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. So over here, when you create a campaign, what happens is this is your Slack group that's going on here, right? So your Slack group is just you and Alex, if you click here. And this is Alex having a conversation with you, telling you everything that's going on. This is your private message with Alex. Now, in real time, I can say to Alex, hey, Alex, I noticed they're working on the pages. I totally forgot to give you context for the upsell. Let me give you context. Here it is. And I would upload a file, give him a brand-based document. I could say, also in that document, it says the price is $497, but for the upsell, make it a one-time offer for 40% off at $297 for the first year. And I would just go boom. And everybody asks me all the time, what am I using to talk? If you're not using this, then everybody's leaving you behind. You are falling behind if you're not using Whisperflow for $7 a month or $84 a year. It changed the game for me completely. Okay, so right here, and I spoke 857,000 words with Whisperflow this year, and used it like for 3 months straight without a single day that went by without me using it. So even when the campaign is done, I can say to Alex, hey, I forgot this, or whatever the case is, okay? So this right here is the checklist. So when the campaign starts, it'll tell you every single asset that needs to be created, and it just works here. I created a huge campaign. It worked for 28 minutes, okay? I might set a level of Alex's anal retentiveness, because what I did is I put in here that Alex really needs to look at the work before it gets approved. And first he was kicking back everything. Hey, I said 6,000 words. This is only 4,000. I was like, Alex, relax. Like, that friggin' copy was good. So he became a kickback machine. Now he still kicks things back, but that's why there's a lot of iterations. So what are you seeing here? This is the actual group channel where they all communicate in real time with each other. Okay, and if you want to see the direct messages that they have with each other, you can see every conversation that has gone on with the different agents. They all get hired
They all communicate. And what ends up happening is you get an asset drawer. Okay. And I remember I had a girl, her name was Sarah, and we were in San Diego. And she says, you know what I found out today? To me and Michelle. We said, what? She goes, it's called a drawer. I said, yeah, but we say draw. And she goes, yeah, but it's a drawer. I said, well, that sounds funny when you say drawer, but it's a drawer. It's kind of like going drawer. And she's like, I always thought it was a draw. And I said, what do you mean? She goes, I thought it was a DRAW, a draw. Open the drawer. The spoon is in the drawer. And to hear a 30-year-old woman say that was quite funny. Anyway, so when you click on your assets here, you get your assets. You can modify them. There's a full rich text editor. Okay. And what Alex is doing is first he comes up with a plan. And this is the plan that he uses deep reasoning to say, who do I hire? Who's going to do it? What is the asset going to be called and everything like that? And it's a huge plan. I created a huge asset here. And then they start designing. And now I want to show you something. If I open up Page Builder, I'm sorry, Click Campaigns, let's go to affiliate pages. And at the bottom of affiliate pages, you're going to notice this is the color theme. Okay. And I took a screenshot of this and I went into Click Campaigns. And when I wanted to create a brand kit, you'll see the affiliate pages uses these colors here. So if you look at that and go, well, you know, I'm not crazy about the design where all the purple and red. Just understand that was the brand kit, right? Like we told it to make it look like that. All right. I just wanted to show you that. So your pages are going to look like your brand. So here you go. Here was the Cassidy designed this page. Okay. And honestly, I got to be frank with you. I liked it. But do you know what the problem is? Cassie is not a direct response marketer. She's a designer. So what she does is she's doing a first draft, which is a better than lorem ipsum draft. But this is what you get in many companies. If you're lucky enough to have a web designer, they make the copy. And sometimes you go, yeah, hey, that's good enough. How's it converting? Not good. People aren't registering for the webinar. Why? Because what we do is we have a direct response copywriter come in. And who is this guy? This guy is essentially, I call him Ryan after Ryan Dice, but I really modeled him after John Carlton, who was the #1 student that came out of the Gary Halbert Dan Kennedy School. And if you read here, this is Gary Halbert. Not Gary Halbert, John Carlton. I cut my teeth writing for the legendary direct response firms of the pre-digital era, studying under the masters who co-wrote campaigns generating millions through mail order. Over 18 years, I've adapted these timeless principles to every digital marketing channel, writing copy that generated over $500 million in tracked revenue. My superpower is understanding the deep psychological triggers that move people from consideration, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So this agent has extensive instructional frameworks that, like, not only does he have instructions for everything that he needs to do, he has a backstory. And look at this. So he looks and it says, okay, look, the current state is about the product. And it says, we need to rewrite it based on this. And the subheadline said that he recommends would be to do this, et cetera, et cetera. And then what happens is he keeps critiquing, and then we get a new page that looks like this. Now, you got to understand, he's a direct response copywriter. So he just wants to put his copy in there. But the page needs to be reiterated on from you. So let's get the cat out of the bag right now. Mike, what do we do with all of these assets? Well, the most important thing is really your pages, right? We create the webinar slides for you. We give you the outline for the slides. We tell you what you should say. You use this stuff, you're going to get better webinars than anything that you've ever done before. And you can see here, the finals are the one you want. You just go into here and you click on the final assets to get your final assets when everything's done. Here's your webinar outline, right? Here's the text, what it says on the slide. Here's what you say. And then we later create the actual slides for you, right? But the really important one is the actual, we write your VSLs for you. Let me read this VSL. I'm going to go into Mike Filsaime character mode right here. And let's read this. Picture a VSL with text on white background. If you've ever dreamed of waking up walking to your computer, or even better, your physical mailbox, and finding mailbox money waiting for you without you having to lift a finger that day, then this is the most important video you'll ever watch. Because in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how to build what I call virtual vending machines. These are simple AI-powered websites that sell other people's products for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Guys, this, I'm telling you, like when Donnie saw this and when my company sees this, we don't have the time for me to go in and use my own prompts and put them into ChatGPT only to get this. Now we actually get everything written for us and all of the assets. But the big question is, what do we actually do? And by the way, here's the VSL page. Look at that. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Mike, I get it. You created the page for us, but how do we get this page? You don't want to hear this, right? You don't want to hear, well, you can show this and click publish. We give you a URL that expires in 30 days. Give it to your team. Have them rebuild it in Go High Level. Have them rebuild it in Webflow. Have them rebuild it in ClickFunnels. Have them rebuild it in Wix or Squarespace. Do you want to hear that? No. In fact, I don't even want you to rebuild it in Groove Pages. I've got something better for you, right? So this link here expires in 30 days. So this is basically for you to get these links and then get them over to Page Builder. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into this project right here. And yesterday, here's my prompt. Make me a nice coming soon page. And it made me this nice coming soon page. Okay, and publish. You've got your domains. You got everything that you could need. This is why you won't be using Groove Pages anymore, because when I'm going to show you what you have here will blow you away. Let's just first click to add a new page, right? And let's click clone a page. What's the website URL? Well, we got it. So I'm going to click next. I want to clone. Now, what you can do is, if you have your brand-based document here, you'll have options to clone the site, but rewrite it with your brand-based document. Or if you have a theme set up here, if you turn on one of the themes, it will then ask you, do you want to redo the page in your theme? So you've got 4 options. Clone it with your theme, but not your brand document. Clone it with your brand document, but not your theme. Or option 4, clone it with your theme and rewrite it with your brand document. But I'm not going to do that. I like exactly the way it looks, right? So I'm going to go back to the chat here. And I'm just going to click clone page. I want the exact page. Don't change the copy. Don't change the theme. Nothing. All right. And I can click here and create a theme out of this for my theme library so that I could use for additional pages. And so what that means, when I go to my theme library, you'll see I have clone themes that came in. That now I can apply that theme to my next page, and everything else will look like that. And of course, I can add my brand document here, okay, from Brandbaser, and just upload a brand document, and it'll write my copy. Let's just actually do that. Let's just find a brand-based document. And now anything that we put on the canvas, folks, I click here, use this in context. Anything that I put on the canvas will automatically be written. If I say put a button here, it doesn't say button. It'll read the context of the page and give you text-aware copy. There's nothing like this on the market. Nothing, guys. I'm telling you. There's nothing in the world that exists like this. This is what Donnie was saying when he showed the screen. He said it's currently building a page out for him that, like, his designers are just like, how did you do that? Like, he's doing in minutes what took a team, he told me, 2 weeks to do. So let's go back. Clone that page. I keep stopping in the middle of the demo. Next, clone the exact site. I don't want to create a theme from the library for this. I'm going to keep the original images. What it's basically saying is it's going to link those images to that other page that's only good for 30 days. What you really want to do is download it to your gallery. I'm not going to do that right now. Or replace them with stock photos. When do you want to do this? I'm going to tell you right now. Folks, you can rip off any page that's on the internet. Any page that's on the internet. If you see somebody that has a gorgeous page for an AI summit, and you're like, oh my God, I want my page to look like that, clone it. But then what you do is adapt it to your theme and adapt it to your writing style, and then replace the photos. And then everything there is legal because this is the truth. You cannot copyright a layout. So as long as the copy and the illustrations are different, it's fine. But this is my page, so I'm just going to keep it like this. All right. I want to add it as a new page. I don't want to replace this coming soon page I have here. So when I do that, it says, okay, then Mike, where do you want it? And do you want it in one of your funnels, like, in your Black Friday funnel? This is a new site, so I don't have any of that. And so I'm just going to call this CC-1 for Click Campaigns 1. I would definitely tell you to name it something like webinar registration page. Or actually it was VSL page. Right? Something like that. But I'm just going to put Click Campaigns 1 just for right now. Put a little dash there and watch what happens here. Get your stopwatch ready. Go. Clone website. Okay. So let's go to a stopwatch website and let's click start. And I believe when we go back here, we'll actually see this in the tab. 3. Oops, I'm in the wrong tab. Let's go back to Page Builder. Oh, gosh, guys, 7 seconds to clone a page. I'm gonna go Russell Crowe on you here. I'm gonna go full Maximus. Are you not entertained? Okay, when I posted on Facebook yesterday that we took this thing out of beta, these are the updates that we did to this thing to basically get it out of beta. Like, I spent hours clicking on every button, making sure everything worked together. And I found something. I had deep reasoning on. The AI put on deep reasoning. It was burning through your tokens, and it was taking 2 minutes to just put oh, son of a bitch. Hopefully I hit save. Let's see. Let's open up history there. And hit the back button. Yeah, I got my page. We hit the save button there. All right. So if you see here, folks, I can do a couple of things. So Matt asked me to just let the users use the chat mic. Don't keep opening the style editor every time you click. So if I click here now, you see it saying referencing this header right here, text 3HL. I can just type and tell it whatever I want. But if you want to go old school, you click this little pencil right here, okay? And you have the old style editor, just like that. Everything is here. I'm going to click the undo button there because I like the way that we had it before. All right. Okay, so it's back to normal, right? Let me show you something else. Let's say for some stupid reason, I wanted to put a button here. Well, I just select the element where it's kind of like add a block above or below. I simply just click right here and I go to my Elements tab right here. And I click on buttons. And let's just do a button here. And it's going to say, now instead of dragging it onto the canvas, I'm just going to say, I want a button below this element. And look at this. Now we're going to wait, I think about 7 seconds, not a minute. Like, this was tough for me to do demos before because I couldn't figure out what was taking so long. It had deep reasoning thinking on level high. And so now we have it set to minimal because it doesn't really need that much. So it takes about 7 seconds to do this. And I think this one may need to be optimized. So, well, what happened? Where's my button? Button added. Let me see if it dropped it somewhere else. Little bug there. So I do need to go and find out what happened there. But let me show you another way to do it. Watch this. I'm just going to say, hey, do me a favor. Right above the video on this page, can you put a button that says lifetime customer? Click here. And let's just see if that works. And this just tells you that you can like direct it where you want it to go. And so now it's talking over here, and it's gonna pop that on. Usually when I do it like this, it takes about 7 seconds. So let's take a look. And you're gonna notice it's gonna use this theme. It should match here, and everything should work just fine. And you know what we say, right? Using AI is like watching paint dry. So let's just see. Shouldn't be more than just another couple of seconds. The other day, these were happening 4 to 7 seconds. So let's just wait it out because I don't want to move away from the page and come back. I want to see just for myself how long this takes. And did I have the canvas selected? Yes, I did. I'm sorry, guys. There it is. Okay. So there it is, lifetime customer, click here, right? So I can then open up the style editor for that here, and I can manage the button and say, you know, where do the links go for, or I can just tell it. I could text to it and say, hey, make it open in a new window. All of my settings for the button are here in these little settings here. Now, if there's an image on the page, and by the way, oh, you know what, guys? It made you see the button here like this? It's red and white. I was wondering, like, why is the button red and white? So it's matching the theme of the site, right? And I think what it's realizing is this is not a call to action button. You see, now that I realize what happens, it's like, you know what? This is basically an asterisk button saying, hey, if you're a lifetime customer, click here, right? So let me walk through this for you real quick, and I'm going to show you. By the way, guys, this is not like absolutely like gorgeous. I can preview this page, you know, on the canvas, you know, right here in the browser. I can publish this, and Matt is going to talk about publishing. So now this, you know, this page would be live. I don't even know if it's actually live. Let me see. Like, is it actually live on Cloudflare? No, not yet. Okay. So I think we got to connect a domain to it. But anyway, Matt's going to come on in a little while and share some of that stuff for you. So let me show you basically what this app can do for you. Let's go back to the chat mode, because this is the way I want you using it. You'll just be using chat, right? Let me show you another example. Let's create a new page. And we're going to call this webinar reg. Create the page. I have my brand document active here. Let's choose a theme. And I'm going to go into my themes, and let's go to like funnel colors, and let's do something. I'm going to use this neo-brutalism here because I just want to see how it looks. Okay, so now I've got my theme selected, so it's colored in. And now here I can switch from professional mode to direct response, or don't use Mike Filsaime's prompt, let the AI figure it out. But I'm going to go to direct response, and I'm simply going to say, please do me a favor and create me a webinar registration page. And just like that. Now, if you got something where there was like, it put a webinar registration form, and you wanted to get your form from, did I not hit send? Hit send. And then you want to get your form. Let's just say this was your webinar registration form that you got from GoToWebinar or something like that. You could simply say, hey, replace the form that you have on this page, and please use the code below. Now, if you want to know why this looks ugly, right, this neo-brutalism, okay, I want to show you why. Because if you look here, and if I go to neo-brutalism, and I click on website design, you follow? Right? This is neo-brutalism. So I don't want you to go, I'm not impressed. What is that? I did that for a reason. The website Gumroad uses neo-brutalism. See? It's like this, come on, do I have to? I don't have to enter my email address to come to your website, please. Okay, this is neo-brutalism. So I don't want you to go, I'm not impressed with that design. I want you to go, oh, wow, it actually understands design. All of these different things that I'm looking at here is neo-brutalism. So if I simply say I want a theme, it knows it should be yellow, black, and white, and everything like that. And yes, so again, don't say I'm not impressed. Say, holy cow, it literally created a neo-brutalism theme for me. You have different industries that you could use. You have funnels. You have your own themes that you create, etc. So now here's the other thing I want to let you know. Did it read the brand document about affiliate pages? Yes. How to build virtual vending machines using AI, right? So it literally wrote the copy for me, guys. This is what Donnie was so blown away by. We have click campaigns to do all of your campaigns, but then what's the good use if it just gives you a stupid page with a URL like this that you have to now give your team to go rebuild in Webflow or ClickFunnels? You can now take that page right from here and bring it right onto your canvas and iterate. And this is what I mean. You could literally just click right here and then say, okay, this is the form. So I'm going to click on the form, or And then you could come over to the chat. Whoops, I keep doing that. Click on the form. Right? And what's the block here? Yeah, I would do that. And then I would go to the chat and I would say, hey, here's my code from GoToWebinar. Can you please connect this form to work with this IPN link or API link or what? No, this webhook that I got from GoToWebinar. And you would paste your GoToWebinar webhook. I wasn't here. Make this form work with this GoToWebinar webhook. Right? And then you would put your link that you got from GoToWebinar, and it would just automatically do that for you in the background, because this is not just a designer, it's a coder. You can literally say, I want a pop-up for this website that looks like this. Guess what else you can do? You can go to a page, and let's just do this. This is the upsell page for, what do we call it? Click Coach, all right? I would simply take a screenshot like this. Do an all-in-one. I'd go like this. Click Start. I'd scroll down. And I click Done. Now, it's a long screenshot. Hopefully, I don't have restrictions on the size of an image. I could go to Page Builder, and I could click New Page like this. And I'm going to call this Upsell. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag this in. I'm going to say, can you make me a page that looks just like this? The only thing is I want you to adapt my theme and rewrite the copy for what you have in the brand-based document. And now let's change the theme. I want to use more of a funnel theme. I'm going to use something like this, okay? And let's go back and click Go. So I might even do something that shows you a color swatch up here of your color theme so that you know which theme is active. And maybe when you hover over this, it'll tell you which theme. These are the things that you realize when you're working. So I'm going to click Go. And somebody's asking, is Groove Pages going to be able to be exported? How would you do it, right? Just take the page and put the URL and say, clone this page. And that's how you do it. You simply import your pages over to here. And then once all of your pages are over here, swap the domain over. All right. So let's see. Did it put it in a different page? Yeah, it reskinned my previous page. So that's a little bug. Maybe I wasn't clicking on the canvas when I did that. Maybe I had to do that there. Can you do it again in this page? Same thing. Clone that page. But you get it, guys. I might have to just do a tweak and see if that image made it there, and why it wrote it in a previous page. I have things that I just realized I need to tell it to be context aware, not because in its chat it's saying, yeah, I'm just going to do right where I did it at webinar page reg. So it did it to the wrong page. So let's see how this works here. Okay. Yeah, it seems that it's redoing it here. So little bug. I'll take care of that. I'll fix that. That'll be pushed today. But we just got this live yesterday out of beta, and so what you can see that these little things about the agent has to be aware exactly of that there's multiple. So I'm just going to put in the prompt. Please understand there's multiple pages in the app. You may be working from one page to another. Always put your output on the current canvas, right? So little things like that I'm going to work on. But let's blast through everything that you get here in this application. I'm going to open this up here at Page Builder. I'm going to move this over to here. I'm just going to go Page Builder here. Now, this is the front end dashboard. By the way, guys, real analytics. Like you get real analytics for your projects. Let me hold on just a second. Let's go to this one here that had more visitors. So you're going to get a nice actual analytics for your for your sites that work really nice. But let's show you some cool things. And the back button, I just realized, is not taking you actually back. It's taking you back to the canvas. So I'll fix that in a minute. So look at this. Here, you have themes. You have what we call Purple Rain, Power Pink. So this is the, if you like the new scale colors, or the old groove colors, or more like Claude Code, or black and white, like you're like a technical guy that would be working in Replit. Let's take a look. This is your theme in Purple Rain, and this is your theme in dark mode. And so now your canvas in dark mode will look like this. And this, like Lucius likes this a lot. I found Matt working in it like this. Your pop-up modals will look a little bit darker. I prefer the light, but that's up to you. But this is much more, for people that prefer the dark mode. Now, let's take a look at this is a tough one for me, right? I really like the Purple Rain, but I really like this Power Pink, the old groove style color. So we're going to click Apply Theme. Now, your application will look like this with the pink instead of the purple. And I got to tell you, I kind of like it. So it's up to you. And if you want to go dark mode, no problem. You can go dark mode and have the application looking like this. We also have the ability for you to go, like if you want it to look like Claude, which is becoming a very popular theme, we call this Warm Caffeine. And doesn't this just look absolutely gorgeous like this, right? And if you want to go light mode, this is your light mode. And here, your light mode. And I'll show you the final theme. And that is the more technical people, more of the technical people prefer like the look over at Replit and Vercel. And this is what we call black and white, right? And so you can have it look like this. And then go to the page builder. Page builder dark will look like this. And light mode will look like this. Again, I'm going to go back to light mode, and I'm going to stick with the Purple Rain. That's my favorite. I kind of like that, but I don't know. We'll see. Now, a couple of other things that you can do. This top bar, if you want more maximum space here to work with, you just click right here, and you get rid of that top bar, okay? And to bring it back, you click right here. If you're the type of person that likes to have your sidebar on the right, like you do in Cursor, no problem. Your sidebar is now on the right. So we have that ability for you. Also, if you want more room to view things, you can collapse the sidebar and open it. You also have the ability to view your code. We don't want you going in here and breaking things, so you can't type unless you click here and say, hey, I understand, I can break things. But even now, I don't really care too much about that because you can just tell the AI, hey, there's a problem, can you fix it, okay? As I showed you before, you can toggle between direct response, standard, and professional. You can have a brand-based document. You could be on AI select mode, which basically means when you're on AI select mode, you're talking to the canvas. When you're not, that means you're using the old school style editor, okay? So you got all of that. Let's see what else you got here. We have a complete template library of 48 different industries for you here. Now, if you're like, Mike, why do they all look blue? Because these are screenshots, right? We also have funnels for you, okay? And the funnels have more of a direct response marketing look, okay? And we also have pages, individual. So if you look at this funnel and go, hey, how come this is using a Times New Roman font? Well, most of them all are, because what you do after you look at the funnel is you can then say, okay, but that's great. I want to attach my theme to it. And you see the fonts change because it will adapt to your theme. You see the purple colors now, and now it's back to blue, right? So you can view it in tablet, mobile, beautiful, beautiful designs here for you. Not only do we have templates for you, we also have a complete block library for you. So when you're working on the canvas, you'll notice you could click the plus button here, and we have all of these different blocks. Now, you can see the theme is always going to be in like blue. But if I apply my theme, all of the colors now change to my theme, and I just click insert, and I can put it in light mode or dark mode. And once it's on the canvas, I click on the block, you'll see there's different things we can do. I can match the project theme with a click. I could go to dark mode. I could rewrite with AI. I could optimize this block for SEO. I could optimize this block for mobile. I could rename the block, copy it, download it, move it up in position on the canvas, down, or delete it. I could also click the sparkle button and say, hey, create me a testimonial block, and it'll create you a testimonial block that will match your theme, right? I was wondering, do I even need a template library and a block library when you can just tell AI what you want? But we wanted to give you some of the old school different things. As I showed you, you have your element library here as well. And you also have the ability to do an SEO pass on the entire website, and you could do a mobile pass on the entire website, all optimized by AI. Finally, you have your settings panel over here. You have everything that you can imagine that came right out of Groove. You can add tracking scripts. So you can add a tracking script for Google Analytics, a Facebook pixel, Google Tag Manager, a Chatbaser, or you could put custom code. And it's nice and simple. Rather than just pasting all of this additional code, you just add them one at a time, and then you'll be able to go back and visit them. So you never get confused where your Google Analytics code starts and your Chatbaser code starts, and the next thing you know, you delete it and you're like, oh my God, my analytics stopped working and my page widget stopped working. We keep it separate here. We can do your search. This is all like out of Groove, just better, right? All of your metadata, your open graph stuff here. You can redirect a URL if it's not being used, an exit confirmation, footer, navigation, how it looks in the navigation. We have a global footer, navigation footer, connect to your domains. Matt's going to come on and talk about that in just a minute. You have all of your site settings, everything that you can imagine for global site code, even something Groove doesn't have. We have a script tag that will always update. So in the past, if you added Google Analytics to your page, you had to republish all 37 pages to get it in the header. We created a script tag that's on every page automatically, and it will automatically dynamically find any changes that you do. Control your favicon, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So guys, this is pagebuilder.gg. Good news to all lifetime customers of Groove. You get it absolutely free. Now, what I'm going to do, because I'm going to bring Matt on in about 5 minutes, I want to let you know that all of these products are going to be redone. All of them. Maybe Groove Mail, or maybe it'll be Tiny Email. I haven't decided yet. I might even just rewrite it as a bring your own SMTP. Okay, so I just showed you Groove Pages is going to be superseded by Page Builder. And I want to let you know something, folks. We haven't built a page on Groove Pages in 3 months. We're building them all with AI in minutes. So I'm not going to tell you not to use Groove Pages. If you like it, it will always be there. This dashboard will always be there. You paid for it for lifetime, you will have it for lifetime. But we're going to encourage everybody to get onto the new products, okay? You have courses.gg to replace Groove Member. And when I get through with it next month, forget about it, all right? Then you're going to have GrooveCell over here. GrooveCell is going to be replaced next month with the new Scale.gg ClickBank competitor affiliate marketplace. And if, I don't even know, you know what? Maybe I'll show that later. You know, let me show that right now. I don't think many of you have seen that. So let me just get that booted up real quick. We're going to go to Scale.gg affiliate marketplace. Let's open that up in Cursor. And let's do a run dev on that and PM run dev. Okay, that's on server 3000, which is, let's see. No, I have my store. This is a surprise for you, unfortunately. Now you got to see it before I wanted you to. Hold on. Let me kill the server over here. And now that that's killed, just bear with me a second, folks. Let's go back here, and I'm just going to do it this way. Bear with me, guys. npm run dev. Hopefully this page here. Yeah, I believe we're good. And if I don't get this running local development serving on 3000, right? I'm not going to spend too much time here. Maybe I'll fix this when Matt is talking in a minute. Okay. So let me go back and get the other one running. I'm going to say run the server. right? I'm going to show you my store in just a minute. So we're going to close this. So Groove member is going to be courses.gg. Groove video, if you haven't noticed, has already been rewritten. I wrote this in a day, and it's right here. It's called videoplayer.gg. What is it? It's essentially Groove video, but better, right? It's just nicer to use. And you create a video, right? So you get, let's actually just use an existing video right here. You click edit, you paste your YouTube URL in, right? You've got your video details here, okay? You have your theme. So if you want the default theme, YouTube, Vimeo or Wistia, right? Very much like Groove Video, right? You could put a thumbnail, change the watermark in the bottom color, all your sizing here. I always recommend just let it fill the container. Your playback settings, like so much easier than Groove Video, right? You got your icons here. Which one do you want? I have this one. You got your settings just like we had with Groove. You've got what happens at the end of the video. Do you want banners on it? It's just cleaner. It's more modern, right? Your call to actions. And do you want to put an opt-in form gateway on it? And it's that simple, guys, right? Editor view means that you get to see everything. Here is how the audience will see it because we have the thing shut off here, right? You want to now publish. You simply get your links and embed it anywhere you want. It's that simple, okay? So we replace Groove Video for you with something called Video Player. And guess what? Because it's AI, you're going to get better analytics. It's just a better dashboard for you to use and everything like that. What else do you have at Groove? You have Groove Blog and Groove Cart. Yes, I'm going to be demoing both of these new ones for you today. Matt, would you like to come on now or would you prefer in 15 minutes? Let's see. Matt, we have to add you to the stage. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. Just give me a thumbs up if you're ready.
Hey, Mike, can you hear me? No. Hey, Mike, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming here today. So happy.
Do you hear me, Matt?
I do. Can you hear me?
Yes. So let me put you here. All right. Do you want to come on now or do you want to come on in 15 minutes?
I'll take 15 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever you can give me, I'll take it. I'm doing some cool stuff at the meantime. So whenever you're ready, I'll come on and
I tell you what, Matt, I'm going to bring you on in a half hour. I'm going to show them ScaleGG and mystore.gg. Okay. All right.
Perfect.
I'll send you in the background. Okay. Thanks. Okay, guys. Matt's working on some other surprises for you. So again, pagebuilder.gg, scale.gg, courses.gg, video player. Now, are you ready for BlogBaser and mystore.gg? And by next month, I will rewrite a beautiful, better, easier to use automated webinar platform. Do you want to see how serious I am about that? Let me show you. This is how serious we are about that. This normally comes in right here. Let's see. Text message 101-759. I just purchased the domain autowebinar.gg. You could see how we're moving. Creator Studio last month, unannounced. Videoplayer.gg, just showed you. BlogBaser, I'm going to show you now. MyStore, I'm going to show you now. And next month, you will have autowebinar.gg, a nicer, less intimidated, easier to use. And yes, we're going to be building an infrastructure. If you look here, you're seeing that we already have built things like our credits and the domains, and these apps will all talk to each other. And we're going to be creating a global image library so that no matter what app you have in your images, you'll be able to find them over at Imager and just call them all in. All right. So I told you I was going to show you. I'm going to ask you guys, what do you want to see first? No, you know what? It's going to take too long. There's like a 1 minute delay. I'm just going to go with blogbaser.com and show you that. Now, before I do that, let me show you how click campaigns work for those of you that didn't see it. Just so we're going to create a quick campaign that's going to work in a click campaign that's going to work in the background. So at the dashboard, you'll click campaign. Now, you have every campaign has You first choose your funnel, and then you assign tasks to that funnel. So we have 23 different types of funnels: a discovery call, product launch, shock and awe, book funnel, tripwire, a membership, automated webinar, live webinar, a VSL hybrid. You have a 30-day challenge, or a case study funnel, right? You have many different. I'll just do the product launch funnel. Let's get rid of this because we're going to use a webinar registration page, no download. Happy with these pages. You can add a custom page if you want. We're going to go here, right? Next is your tasks, right? You got a VSL page, so you need to write a VSL. Let's also write a long form sales letter while we're at it. Let's get a brand website going so we can bring that into Page Builder as well. All right. Let's also do emails, right? We want a launch sequence that we're going to send as a company. Let's do one that gets some for our affiliates as well, some swipe. And let's have it write our webinar presentation, create the live webinar funnel with slide deck, click save. I think that's good. But guys, you can also write a book here. You can do a freemium guide, checklist, research. You want to write a book? What kind? An MVP, 15,000 words, 30,000 words, or 50,000 words. It writes a whole book for you, right? So I'm going to shut that off. We're not going to do that today. I'm going to click save and continue. All right. Now, before I do this, I'm going to go over to Brandbaser real quick and show you some updates here in case you haven't been on some of our live streams. You remember that you could always create your brand document, your brand base document, which is the 20 questions about your company. And this is why we're the only people that get this, guys. This is why, Replit, Lovable, they don't understand how to write copy for you because they're just going to ask you a question. Tell us about your industry. What niche are you in? Like our copy is like the best in the world because we created Brandbaser. But if you want to do a brand kit, that's a little bit different. That says this is the brand document, but what is your typography and your brand colors, right? So the way this works is when you click create a new brand kit, you give it a name, and then you attach the knowledge document that we're going to use with it. And then you choose from one of these presets here. So if you wanted to use this, you could see what that would look like, light mode or dark mode. If you want to be like, let's say in health and wellness, but like this is not quite your green, see this modify? You just click modify, you go to the modify tab and you can change it. And you choose the exact fonts that you want. You can even make it so simple to say, I already got it in a URL. Can I just give you my URL? Yes. Quicker than you can count down from 5 very slowly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Snap my fingers and it says 5 very slowly. And it'll extract your brand website for you. Now, this is the first time that it ever took longer than that. So there you go. It pulled the colors out of your website for you. And you can go in, tweak them if you want, et cetera, et cetera. And you could even get it from an image. Remember before I showed you, I took the image of this. I went down to the bottom and I took this image, and that's how we got affiliate pages colors to look like that. And then once you're done, you click save and you have a brand kit. And once you have a brand kit, you can export the assets. So you can download the style guide and your brand-based guide, or everything combined. Let me show you something cool with this. I'm going to download this style guide right here, and I'm going to go back to Page Builder, and let's change the theme. If you remember, you can have all of these preset themes here. I clicked on the wrong one. You have all of these preset themes. What if you want to import from Brandbaser? Well, no problem. You simply take that file that we just, whoops, I clicked in the wrong spot. You click this file that we just created right here, and I click upload, and I click import. I'm going to call this ScalePlus, and I click import. And just like that, look at that, guys. In my themes, I got my ScalePlus themes that I can use for my website. You see how beautiful our products are meant to work together? So that is Brandbaser. And now that you understand having a brand style guide and a brand knowledge document, you also can realize now that when we go back to click campaigns, we're going to use that in this campaign. So I'm going to call this Scale-a-thon demo for affiliate pages. Okay. And I'm going to give it a little, like this is the meeting you have with your team. This campaign is about kicking off 2026 with a bang. That's what I want the hook and the theme to be. Out with the old, in with the new. 2025, was good, but 2026 is where we're going to make AI really take things off for us. So because of that, affiliate pages normally sells for $497 a year. What I want to do is I want to give a discount on the first year for 20% off, make the price $397, and that's it. Guys, I just made that up, right? Okay. Now, I recommend you use your brand kit as the knowledge document, but you can add additional context, anything that you want, images, whatever. You have your languages here. And yes, we have everything, because if we don't, you just put in custom. Okay. So that's the beautiful thing with AI. You can change your tone. If you want to be edgy, because that's who you are, do that. You got your reading levels. I think with all the context that we give it, you're fine just to leave everything at default. We click next. And this is a new feature that I added for people like Rich Sheffrin. I recommend you skip this, all right? But some people want to go in and add additional micromanaging, which is good, context for different things. Like if you want your registration page a certain way, attach a document, give additional instructions. You could override our instructions or append. I recommend you append. And for some people that we call super users, you could contact us. And if you qualify, I will let you actually get access to our secret prompts that are back here. I did this for people like Rich Sheffrin and Donnie French that were like, Mike, I want to see what your instructions are to see if I like them or want to modify them or append them. Super copywriters want to get involved. I'm telling you guys, don't worry. The stuff that I did. The stuff that I did for you is just incredible, right? But here's what I do recommend. All of these pages here are about the main product. The upsell is not. It doesn't know what the upsell is. It has no idea. So here we have to give it context. So here's what I'm going to do. I want to make the upsell about ClickCoach, obviously, not the main product. ClickCoach normally sells for $497 a year. I want to give users 40% off on this upsell as a one-time offer, offer only upsell. They'll get 40% off. It'll be $297 for the first year. So it's 40% off for the first year. And if you need context for ClickCoach, use this. Now, I could attach a brand-based file. I do have one, but I want to show you another easier way to do it. Just go to the website, hit Control-A, copy, paste, just like that. Leave all this crap in, it doesn't matter. Click Save Instructions, and now I have special instructions for that page. Do I want to change anything else here? I mean, I could, right? I can say, hey, I want my emails to focus on this, right? This is the stuff that you have a meeting with your team. Your team is going to see this, your AI team. So you could guide it a little bit if you want, right? You know, hey, make sure to use the Jason Fladlin formula for the webinar. It knows it, it'll use it. Next, now here's where you attach your brand kit, right? You'll just simply attach your brand kit just like that. Or I could use the ScalePlus one, right? But I'm gonna use the affiliate pages because it has a knowledge document as well. Now, if you don't have a brand kit, you can create one by going to brandbaser.com, or you can click right here and we've imported the same exact style guide right over here. You can build it in line right here and then upload your brand-based document that you got from a Brandbaser and save it one time, and you'll never have to do it again, and it'll show up in all of your brand kits library right here. We also did this if you're an agency. Well, let's before we get there, if you're lazy and you just want to describe your business or paste it in, you could do that. And then finally, if you do agency work or you have a local business, you don't even need to do a brand-based document. We have it for you. We've created it for attorneys. We created it for accountants, right? You have automotive, beauty, education, retail shopping, fitness and wellness locations, healthcare, everything is done. You simply say to the accountant, I need your name and address and what makes you better than the competition. That's it. You need one question from your client. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, this will create content so fast that you will be able to show them published pages on their domain in 30 minutes. And not only will it be blown away, they're going to say to you, hey, I don't feel good that you charged me $7,500 for this. What did you use, AI? And you're going to say, yeah. But what do you care? Look how good it is. Well, I don't want to pay you $7,500 for 10 minutes worth of work. So I'm telling you folks, you might have to make the customer wait 4 days in anticipation. So they go, oh my God, wow, you got a fast team. It used to take 30 days to get this. You did this in 4 days. You show them you did it in 20 minutes. They'll be impressed, but they're not going to be happy that they spent $7,500. They're going to ask you what tool you used. All right. So let's click affiliate pages. Now, this is the next thing I want to tell you. Here, you have the choice for only your funnels, not your brand websites, not your other documents. If you want to use your brand colors for your funnels, you use this. I don't recommend it. I recommend you use pure direct response marketing. Funnels are meant to look in certain colors. They work better. If you want to put hints of your brand, do this. Direct response plus your brand hits. But if you're Mary Kay and you say, no, Mary Kay says my pages need to be in pink, fine, use your brand colors. I recommend that you use pure direct response. And are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? That's it. That's all you got to do. You click create campaign. The longest amount of work is going to happen right now. Alex is going to work for about 60 seconds. And he is going to look at everything you asked him to do. Look at all of the instructions that I've given for the assets that need to be created. Look at the role and background and base instructions of the agents so that it can decide which agent it needs to hire. Then it's going to create a marketing strategy and put it in order of how it needs to get done. And then it's going to start communicating with me in real time and the agents in 5, 4, 3, 2. Look at that. Just like that. So here's Alex talking to me. I have this on mute. Otherwise, every time I get an update, I hear boop, 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 right? Here's the checklist. This is what's being worked on right now. All of these are pending. They turn green when they're done. The current one is blue. What's pending is gray. Here is the group Slack channel. He spoke to me. Then he called on Ryan, and Ryan said, absolutely, I love this kind of work. Here's the only one asset we have right now, okay? And this is the plan. And I guarantee you within about 10 seconds, we're going to get another, there we go. There's my asset from Ryan, okay? Ryan just dropped an asset off for us. Here's the VSL script, okay? And now this is going to be given to Cassidy, and she'll look at this. No, it's going to be given to, Cassidy, and she will create a web page for this. We're going to start seeing the assets popping up here. We're 1 minute in. This normally takes about 12 minutes. If you do a lot, maybe 27 minutes. And you come back later. Like I say in the video, go get a cup of coffee. At Groove Digital, let me play this video for you. Let me play this video. Everything that you're going to hear here is here with your ears right here is true.
Hi, I'm Mike Filsaime, CEO and co-founder of Click Campaigns, where we say fire your entire marketing team, and we mean it. You know, at Groove Digital, we used to have 13 people on our marketing team that was costing us over $100,000 a month. Today, we have one. Believe it or not, I do all the marketing in the company with everything you see here in Click Campaigns. Everything on this page is my team. You know, when generative AI came out, it was all the rage. You had ChatGPT, and then you could make images, and you could make video, voice to text, all these things. It was kind of hard to keep up with. But everybody was really excited, not about prompt engineering. They were excited about what you heard, agents, agentic behavior. And that's what we've done here. With Click Campaigns, you have a campaign manager. His name is Alex, and he works with over 20 other marketing specialists. You simply log in, create your account for free, create a brand base about your business, talk about your colors, and then go through a very simple to use wizard that will help you set up your campaign, then let it do its thing. Now, go get a cup of coffee, come back in about 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes, and what you'll come back to is seeing a conversation with all of these agents, creating all of your output for you, your brand website, your marketing funnels, your freemium reports, a book, you name it, everything is included. You want email swipes for your affiliates, you need an onboarding sequence, you need launch swipe for whatever you need blog, anything you need. How about media buying? You need traffic. Well, if this will set up your Facebook ads, your meta ads, your pay-per-click ads, everything. You spend just a few minutes telling it what you want and let your marketing team go to work for you. So instead of paying 20 people like I used to do, you can have a marketing team that costs you nothing, and your first campaign with Click Campaigns is free. So simply check out below this website to learn more and sign up. All we need is your name, email address, and a password, and you'll be starting your first campaign for free. Thanks. We'll see you on the inside.
All right. So The reason why I showed you that, folks, this is true. We are more effective. We just let 2 developers go the other day because they don't use AI coding. And I'm like, I ask you to do something and it takes a week and I know that I could do it in a day because I'm the one now coding. And me and Matt were like, basically we need Alan and me and Matt and, and Vashi. Vashi's really good too. And that's it. We're building. Look, here we go. Here's my website. Look at this. It even knows that I'm the creator of these products here, right? Because why? That was in my brand document. Now, what do? I simply click publish, and I take this URL, and I go to Brandbaser, and I click add clone page, and I put that in, and it'll bring it right onto the canvas for me, just like that. I'm going to call that CC2. All right. And I think this happened in like 10 seconds last time. I can actually start working on my pages as my AI agents are working. This is an actual team of people. No offense. They're better than anybody that I've ever worked with because I've cloned myself. And I put my standard operating procedures into my software. And it's a wonderful time to be alive. This is what Donnie was so freaked out for. He was one of the first people to see this. And he's like, Mike, we're using this in our business. And yeah, your stuff is not perfect right away. I go in and I change my copy because we give him something to edit and then publish. Okay. You're seeing the power here. So I'm going to let this bake, right? We're 4 minutes in. We've got 6 out of 35 campaigns. So 6 times 5, it's probably got another 25 minutes to go. All right. I'm going to just leave this campaign working over here while it continues to build out the assets. We just got another asset. Let's take a look at it. What is it? It was a critique. Ryan saying, hey, the About Us page can do better. Could you imagine the designer makes you a gorgeous About Us page and you have a direct response copywriter saying it could be better? All right, so let's go to blogbaser.com, which is available right now to all ScalePlus customers and Groove Lifetime customers, even if you didn't buy ScalePlus. Okay. God, my goodness, am I really excited about this for you here. Let's go to the front end website and see what it says about blogbaser.com. Create stunning blogs with AI magic, okay? Everything you need to blog better. AI-powered writing, auto posting, beautiful themes, SEO, optimization like you can't believe, custom domains, secure and reliable, and one other thing I got to add on there, affiliate blogging too, because you can now use affiliate pages. And let me see if he actually put that on there yet. Let's see if he probably didn't get a chance to update it yet. Yeah, this is now going to say WordPress group blog or Blogbaser. But you don't even need affiliate pages anymore. You can. It's a little bit more extensive, but wait till you see what we can do here. All right, so we're going to go into Blogbaser. Let's move this one over here to the end, and we're going to go to Blogbaser and show you it's a traditional blogging platform. When you go to the front, you can create a new blog. I haven't decided how many blogs you can use. It'll probably be unlimited because what we have. We want to give you what you had with Groove, right? So here. You click into the blog that you want to go with, and you have all of the different things that you're used to. Okay, let's move me to the bottom left if we can. Okay, that's a little big. Yeah, so maybe the top right is the better place. Yeah. Okay, so you have your posts. That's what we're seeing here. You have your categories. I haven't created any. Now this is really nice. You have post elements. I don't even know if we had this like this in Groove. I don't know if we did with the bumpers. We had authors. So you could create an author, okay? But not only can you create an author, you can create a bumper, okay? And a bumper is kind of like, at the end of every single blog post, it'll be, want to learn more about AI? Download my free ebook. Become part of my community at school, courses.gg, right? I'm being realistic. I know people use school, right? And guess what? You could create unlimited bumpers and unlimited authors, so you could override the default bumper for certain blog posts, okay? You get a real analytics dashboard, right? Guys, do you see why we're leaving Groove, right? What do you want Groove blog improved, or do you want this? And if I go to somebody and I say, hey, we added AI to Groove pages, like Groove pages. Yeah, no, I'm on Go High Level. I say we added AI to Groove blog. Good for you. Everybody has AI. If we reinvent ourselves as an AI-powered marketing suite that complements Go High Level, people at Go High Level are going to be like, damn, I want this, right? Use Go High Level. We get it. They're great. Okay. You get to know better stats than we were ever able to deliver on Groove, content, and audience. Like, where are they coming from? What browsers are they using? Who's your number one countries? Okay. Export this data. Give it, figure out the exact dates that you want. Over here, you've got your navigation. So you could set up your header, your footer, put a call to action button at the top of the website. You have your main settings here for your general, your domain, your branding. Just like Groove, you're going to notice the navigation looks very similar. Your tracking ads, your danger zone to delete stuff. But come on, this is so less intimidating. Honestly, folks, I don't even know that you're going to need much support from us because we've got these gorgeous user guides here. You need to learn about anything. Everything that you need to know is all here, okay? But honestly, I think the AI just makes it so easy that it's easy to find. So before I show you this really cool stuff right here, what I want to do is I want to show you the themes. So you have these different themes, and if you want to know, like, why are all of these themes blue? Well, because this is a layout. The themes come with two different things. The theme says, how do you want the layout and what style do you want? And I have blue. If we change to real estate, you notice the font changes to a serif font. And if we click apply to blog, you have dark mode, you have light mode. You can see how the home looks, how the posts look. Guys, I do this in like prompting and stuff that we only have one theme in Grooveblog. I'm delivering this with 6 or 7. And each of them has pre-built, gorgeous, instantly wrapped, everything works perfect. So what is the minimalist? If you haven't recognized, this is to look like OpenAI. This is becoming very popular. Minimalist blogging is what people want. There's the magazine look and feel, okay? Which I also love. There's the classic, the old word. This is like WordPress. There's the portfolio. There's the news site, like literally, like if you want to have like a news type website, and affiliate, like if you want to do like affiliate marketing, like Affiliate Pages does. Okay, you can have list and grid, and then you got all this other stuff that you had taken right from Groove. We give you all the settings. The beautiful thing is, since we built platforms like this before, we know exactly how to build it better now. I really, truly hope that you are impressed. Please, God, send me someone to help me and my family, please, here. We'll pray for you. I'm not sure what that is, but we'll pray for you, okay? All right, so this is right here in the themes. You choose your layouts, and then you have your different different colors and styles, okay, that you can choose. All right. I mean, oh my God, I am just so impressed with this platform. I'm going to leave it on default, and for right now, I'm going to leave the style on the layout at affiliate. Okay, I'll explain why in just a minute. Let's apply that. You want to see what it looks like? Open your blog in a new tab. You can actually see your actual blog. This is a sample. So now let's go back to here and show about these 4 important things. Now, do you want the AI? Now, some people say, Mike, how does this work with AI bot detectors? AI bot detectors work because you're not giving good context, and Google is not going to be spending billions of dollars and telling you to use Gemini only so that you use their products and they ban you. The only thing that matters is engagement. And if you create an engaging looking website with engaging copy written well, that it looks like it was written in your voice, with good prompts that I have in the background, and an SEO blog that is built to do SEO, you're going to have people read your content. The search engines will like it. You'll show up in the citations in ChatGPT, and you don't have to worry about what's known as AI slop, right? So the first thing that you do is you do the writing style guide. Okay, and this will create a writing style guide for you. How does it work? You clone your voice and you say, I want to clone Mike Filsaime. And what you do is you find actual things that you've written, not sales copy, actual content. And then you add a source by pasting a URL at a website, or pasting the text, or uploading any file, okay, from your hard drive. And it's like using Notebook LM. You can add as many items as you want, and then you click create writing style, and I tested it, and it created one that looks like this. This was the writing style, okay? And it knows how to write, and this is exactly like how I write. Like it looked at different things that I wrote, and it says, this is how Mike Filsaime talks. And then you simply say, write this blog post with this writing style. Folks, tears will come to your eyes. You're going to be like, holy cow, this is freaking me out. That looks like something I wrote. Why wouldn't it be? Because you're telling it what to talk about. You're giving it the things that are important. You're giving it additional instructions, which I'll show you right here. So you go to the AI writer. Now, the auto poster will automatically post any of these campaigns. You cannot auto post unless you've created a campaign. So I'm going to edit this one right here. Okay. I don't know if he's talking about this, but let's just see. Digital Universe says, today I created a batch of blogs which was in line with the campaign I'm launching. Thus, this is amazing, Mike. Thanks for this, folks. Like I'm telling you, because I'm excited. I know good stuff when I see it. Like I can't even believe how good the products are. And then as me and Matt start creating this, we're like, oh, let's add this feature. It's great. We add it in minutes. So let's look at what this is right here. I'm going to click manage. There's a little wizard you go through to create your blog. What was the old school way? The old school way was this: new post, right? Blog with keyboard, right? Now, we've got all your good stuff here, like your SEO, your social, your options. You can choose an image for your cover image. You can choose a color. You can combine the two of them, and you can write it. This is Groove Blog. Look familiar? This is very similar to Groove Blog. Wouldn't it simply be better if you used your AI writer and you said, hey, I want to add different sources here. Again, think Notebook LM. You could add a YouTube source. Let's go to YouTube and click Mike Filsaime. The heck just happened there? Mike Filsaime presentation. You find a webinar that I've done. There's a lot of them here. Let's take this one. I'm not going to do this, guys, because it's an hour long. Let me just get a YouTube a video off the homepage. I think you'll understand, right? Let me just find. This is a 6-minute video. Let's see if he has captions yet. He does, because it's that new. It's an hour ago. The video needs captions, and all you simply need to do is go like this, and you click fetch. And in about 5 seconds, it's going to tell you how many tokens. You see, you got a lot here, right? Yeah, up to 900,000 tokens. That's literally the entire Harry Potter series to write a freaking blog post. You'll never need it. And you'll notice that I can bookmark this and save to my library. So anytime I come back and I want to use for my library, I could use that video or the Mike Filsaime one that I also added to my library. I'm going to remove this. But you kind of get it, like you're going to build your sources of other people's blog reviews, other people's YouTube videos. So if you're in health and wellness and you're like, holy cow, this video this guy just wrote about statins is incredible. Let me get a couple of more videos and some blog posts about it. And whatever you want to curate, then I put here, make it funny, right? Just because I want to show you, you can write your custom instructions here. And look at it, everything's tool-tipped, right? So now how many blog posts do you want? 2, 4? 10? Let's do 2, because other than that, it's like watching paint dry. And you can say, just make them random. I don't know what kind of blog post I want to write. No, and you can say, no, I want it to specifically both be articles. Or you could say, no, I want each one of these 2 to be different. Oh, okay, well then your first one, make an article. Your second one, make we want custom per post. Your second one, you want it to be a story or whatever, right? And so writing voice, default, because I don't have my writing style here in this particular installation. Or you could use the old school preset, professional, right? This is the crap you get at Jasper, right? We're like nothing else, man. You could use your own writing style. Let's use default. Ready? Click save changes. 1, 2, 3, and we're going to watch some paint dry here just for a second. So each blog will literally take about a minute to write. And so while that is happening, okay, let's open up Blogbaser again and show you what we can do with the auto posting. I can now auto post, and look at this schedule here. And this is what the auto poster will do for you. Automatically while you sleep, it'll just create content, but it needs to know what to write. Other applications that do this say topic. No, we say you just created this whole thing here with the AI writer with the Mike Filsaime campaign right here. So let's manage that. And as you can see, all of your AI writer campaigns you choose here. You can edit if you want. And then you configure a schedule. Has it ever been easier? You can run it every day. You could run it once a month. You could do it weekly. But if it's weekly, what days do you want it to go on? And you want it at 9 a.m. Great. You've got nice different ways to find your time zones. You can do GMT. You can do it any way you want. How many posts per run? Don't auto-publish them. Leave them in draft. Click Activate Schedule. And just like that, this is now active. Okay. I don't want to do that. This is a demo. I'm going to just, put it right here, pause, right? So I'm not burning through tokens. Click save, go back, and this campaign is paused. Okay. Let's go back and see where we are with Blogbaser and see if those posts are done. I wonder, guys, that might be like a minor bug. That, let me see, article. Okay, let me stay on the page. I think something happened when I went over to the schedule and I broke something. So let's actually just generate these posts right now, and we're going to sit and watch. Somehow, when I went over to another tab, I broke that. It does say here, please don't close this page or navigate away. So technically, it's not a bug. It's kind of like with YouTube, but I don't know why going to another tab broke it, but let's just let it do its thing. All right. And while that's working, nice to see you too, Scott. Satoris, we talk on text. Matt, I'll be bringing you on in a minute. I'm hearing you.
Yeah, I think I was having this little bit of trouble too earlier when I tested it. I think we have to do a small change, but I didn't want to do it while you weren't alive. So I don't know if it's going to work. A tiny little change.
It crapped out? When
I tested it, yeah. I think it's some of the server upgrades we did earlier. Let's see.
That sucks. All right, so it did one. One of them is done. 1 out of 2. Let's wait for both of them. Yeah, it says post generated and saved. And here's the other thing. Normally, I see the post being generated. So what the articles look like this, right? Like Mike Filsaime, the Michael Jordan of marketing. This is how you edit it. You can preview the post just like this, and then you can actually see it live at the website. We even give you that little black bar at WordPress, so you could actually edit the post, and you can get rid of it if you don't want to see it. All right, but I'll find out. I'll do a quick fix on that. That was working last night, so I don't know why that stopped working. Maybe we were working on the domains and we broke something there. So I'll get that fixed literally with a prompt. But the bottom line is, this is exactly how it would look. Now, let me show you some other things here when you're editing the post. You can click this little sparkle button right here and improve for SEO. You can make it longer, improve the article, rewrite, improve grammar, make it shorter, and even apply your writing style if it was pre-written without your writing style. And let's just do this. Click improve article for clarity just to show you. So what is going to happen? It's going to show you what's known as a diff. Like, do you like the one on the left, the original, or the right, or keep both, right? And so it's going to rewrite this article for you. And again, now this is the original. Okay, and this is the rewritten one. Let's say I like it, right? I like this little thing right here. I click accept, and I click save. I've got all my little indicators, what's saved. I can click publish, now it's live, all that different type of stuff. And again, you get everything that you can imagine. Let me also show you another cool thing, finally, with this product. I think here, I forgot to show you these other tabs here. I forgot to show you that I just clicked generate post. You have the ability here for images. You can do royalty free or use AI generated, right? And you could choose different types, the look and feel that you want for the app, or no images. I say use royalty free. The blog posts come out a little bit quicker. Save the images to your library, and then SEO. what do you want to rank for? Look at this. You can just add words and hit enter, and it'll now make your blog post optimized for those keywords. You could add your author to the bottom, or any author or any blog bumper to advertise your different products, okay? Now, the final thing that I want to show you here is Affiliate Writer, okay? So Affiliate Writer works just like affiliate pages, but it's built into your blog. Now, you can go to affiliate pages and you can get code. I will show you, take a look at this. You could take any blog post that you have, and you're gonna notice we have a little affiliate pages widget right here, and you can take any code from affiliate pages WordPress, which is this. Okay, if you got output that came in the WordPress, great, no problem. This can use it, Groovblog can. Or you could use Groovblog, and we're gonna have a little button that's gonna say Blogbaser, but this is the same as Groovblog. And you simply take that code and you paste it right here, and you get your affiliate page looking gorgeous here. But we can even do it even easier now. We built it right in here with Affiliate Writer. So what you do is you simply click manage, and I wanted to see what it would look like for Go High Level, right? So what you do is I just put, you can put any link here for your affiliate link. I'm just going to put in https://ghl-.com/afflink. All right, that's not really my affiliate link, right? Click save. So Go High Level. All right, so here, what you would do is you choose your data sources. So you click from your library, or what you would do is you'd say, no, I want to go to Go High Level. I want to take this, and let's actually get up-to-date information from their website. And I just do this, okay? And I click fetch, okay? And then I can do YouTube video. So I can go to YouTube, and I can do gohighlevel.com, Go High Level Review, I mean. And I could take this video right here of this guy, and I could take this URL, and I can just click paste, and I click fetch, right? And then I can do one more thing. I can go High Level Review, and I can take this person right here, that's a nice review, and I could use that as a source. I click fetch. Let's click save. Got a big red button over here saying we need to save our work. I can upload files, paste text, etc. This is a large blog post, so it's scraping that website. It's going to take a little while. And you can see the context budget over here, how much we can do, more than you'll ever need. So this is a very big website. Oh, geez, I didn't capture the URL. So I did the same thing. I pasted the YouTube URL. Bear with me a second. I didn't actually put that into my clipboard. I was wondering why that took so long. It was literally scraping a YouTube page. There we go. So we want a page here. We click fetch. That shouldn't take that long. Shouldn't take more than 7 seconds to fetch that. All right, there we go, done. So I click save, and now what type, I can match my blog theme. I can do modern, clean, bold, and vibrant. How do I want the look and feel to look? These are all the sections that we have in affiliate pages. I can move these up and down. Let's just use those. I now go to the settings. How long do I want it? Medium, I can do a really long one. I want royalty-free images, writing style guide, give custom instructions, make Go High Level seem like a winner, right? Blog bumper and everything. I forgot to show you, there's also this. On the first one here, you can say, like, you could add another product. So now I can do ClickFunnels over here, get it? And I can do a versus, and it automatically knows to compare them. And then you could say, like, where do you want the ClickFunnels to be? Where do you want the high level? Let's give them the 10 that they deserve, okay? And click save. And now when I go to settings, I click generate affiliate review. Yeah, Matt, I think something happened when we worked on the domains today. So this was going to write something that looked just like this. Go high level review, right? Look how gorgeous this is. Is this not insane? This is the actual blog post that I wrote. Come on. Come on. This is insane. This is absolutely insane, right? That it makes your blog posts like that for you. And then if you want to go and edit it, you can. You just come in here and you can edit it, okay? And you notice we stretched the HTML out for you so you can just focus on the text, right? So that, ladies and gentlemen, is called Blogbaser. I'm going to show you 2 more things real quick, and then I'm going to bring Matt on, okay? So if we go back to Groove, we've got Page Builder that will replace this. We have Scale.gg coming in March. We have Courses.gg, Video Player that I just showed you, .gg, Blogbaser.gg, I believe. Is it Blogbaser? My mouse battery's getting low. Blogbaser.com, Blogbaser.com. And then we've got, going back to Groove, we've got Blogbaser that I just showed you. And I told you in a couple of months, you'll have autowebinar.gg. And then there's, honestly, guys, I go into GrooveCart. It's, we started that in 2018, and it's just like yuck. It's like, what I did is I took everything from GrooveCart and I created the 80-20 Pareto principle. And I created a blogging platform that is as powerful as an iPad, meaning, hello? It's as powerful as an iPad, but it's easy to use as an iPad. We used the Pareto principle, and we designed this for my wife, Michelle. We designed this for that's Michelle talking. We designed this for my wife, Michelle. We designed this for Sonia, and we designed it for Matt's wife, Andrea. And that is what we have right here for you, called mystore.gg. Okay. And this is the e-commerce platform built for creators. Very, very simple, easy to use. This is not live yet. This will be live in February when we come back from the cruise, because I just don't want to put the pressure on having to get this done in three days. Okay. But even Matt, I want to show you something, Matt. Take a look at some things, if you want to look here, Matt, for a second, that we've added yesterday. I've connected print on demand. We have Printful integration already, Printify integration already, Gelato integration already, T-Launch and Tscape integration already. I wanted to put Shine on, but you got to get approved by them. So you have your main dashboard. You also have the ability to see your app in light mode or dark mode, which is gorgeous. All right, I have the app in demo mode, so it populates data, so I don't have to give away customer data here. I click here at any time and I can actually see what my store looks like. We're going to talk about that in a minute. You've got your orders. You've got your preview of the order. We've got your products, import products, export products. You've got the ability to add a product, and you see, very nice and easy. We took some of the important stuff that we had from GrooveCart and just made it easier and faster. You've got marketing. Matt, you're going to love this. We added discounts. I decided to put all these other things in there so you have the ability to create impressive discounts too. When you edit it, there's lots of different rules that you can do. Like, does it apply to all products or specific products? We've also added abandoned cart. Matt, you'll love that. It does email with abandoned cart. We even have Stripe and SendGrid integration. Customers can add reviews and put them on your website. We have gift cards that can be added. So that's under the marketing tab. Under your store settings tab, you have your general, your appearance, okay? And you can customize the design. Here, I'm going to get back to that in just a minute. Let's get back to store settings. Is everything okay? Sorry, they won't drop her off. We'll get to appearance in just a minute. Okay, you got your payments for Stripe and PayPal, and integrations, your Facebook Pixel, Google Analytics. So that's store settings. Then we've added shipping. All right, we've got advanced shipping. Basically, everything that you would want from GrooveCart without the complexity, okay? In your drop downs, you know, this is what you're gonna put here for what your shipping costs are. Now, when you go to design, take a look at this. Same thing that we did with GrooveLog. You first have a template and then a style, right? So this is called the minimal template, and the style color is this wellness calm. Let's go to this one here, and you see that the colors automatically change as well. So let's stick with modern, okay? Then there's creator, product focused, content driven. Let's just go with the minimal for now. And style, I'm going to put on this tech modern, and I'm going to find my save button. Oh, we got to click apply changes right here. Now, if I go look at the actual website, you see it just changed the font and the colors, everything to that. Now, if I change it to something like this, and I click apply, now the store automatically changes to something like this. So you can see these details, folks. You've got all of the different colors for light mode, dark mode, and you even have your different fonts applied. Like, you know, we're very familiar with doing this with our different ones. Let me just see let's look at like creator in a completely different style. That would be more like wellness. Let's say we're a fitness creator and click apply. Well, there we go. Refresh our store. And just like that. Now, let's take a look at how fast the store actually loads. I'm going to click this product here, and we're going to click on black medium, black large, white medium, etc. You can add your quantity here. You got your description of the products. We're keeping it clean, nice and clean, a nice, simple store that you can have. Watch what happens when we click add to cart. Why did it go from 4 to 6? Because I had quantity at 2. Again, users can see your site in live mode or dark mode. You can change all of these navigation links. You simply have this banner you can put at the top or the bottom for the users and set the sale. You have right here, look at this beautiful cart, how fast it loaded. This is your related products order bump. This you can manage right here, delete this product live, just like that. You click checkout and you go to a page that has PayPal, gorgeous, express shipping, standard shipping, credit card, or PayPal. Really, really super, super nice site. And it just works. It's clean. It almost makes you get excited to go build a store because it's not as complicated as GrooveCart. But we're not done. We also have the ability, I believe we did customize. Customize here is where you can change the banner up at the top. You have your hero section. What do you want it to say? Your navigation for your website, the different sections, your footer, and your contact. Setting up a site is very, very easy, and you can also have team settings. Look at this. So you can have different people come into your store, and you have your account where you do your password. You have different stores that you can create. So this is demo store, this fashion boutique. You can create a new store, unlimited stores for you. And yes, all Groove customers will get this, and this will be replacing GrooveCart. And pretty soon, you're going to be using everything out of scale and be like, yeah, that's legacy. I get it, but you should be very, very happy that we can build. And guys, you know how long it took me to build this? 2 8-hour days. I created this entire thing in 16 hours. The first day it was done. Yesterday I said, I'm going to work on it even more because I want to give you guys a greater show. I'm going to show you one last thing before we bring Matt on, and that is Chatbaser. And then after Matt's done, I'm going to bring on, show you Creator Studio. So we added a new feature in Chatbaser. You're very familiar with Chatbaser. We've optimized the deploy section. It's a little bit easier. We just tell you stay on the recommended. You can change the sizes and go custom if you want. The recommended is the easier, and you just click embed and get your embed and get your link. A little bit easier there. You still get your data sources, all your analytics, activity, et cetera, et cetera. So you could create as many chat agents as you want, and they work just like you see here at the bottom of Scale.gg, where we can answer questions for people. But when you have multiple products like we do, and you want to have a help desk for all your products, you're going to notice we have this new thing here called a help center. And with a help center, you spend 2 minutes designing it. What do you want to call it? What is your branding and logo, right? And I didn't even use one. I literally just said, use these icons, right? I'm like, I don't need to upload a logo. What does your welcome message say? You'll say, hi, how can I help you, right? Well, I can say, welcome to Scale, right? What colors do you want? That's our indigo color, which is our ScalePlus color. Users can go light mode, dark mode. Don't worry about that. Sidebar navigation. What type of stuff do you want to show? Quick actions. I want to have it here say support a ticket. I can put my help desk phone number, billing, talk to a human, anything that I want there. And now, once that's done, you then go to manage agents, and you can see I've linked both of them. So this is combining your chat agents into a super agent where you can take all of your chatbots together, put them together, and then you simply get a portal URL that you could add to your domain and make it yourhelpdesk.com, and it will look just like this. So imagine if this is where your customers go for support, and it says, hi, how can I help you? And they say this right here. What is the pricing if I'm a lifetime member, right? And it says, I think we have to update this, but no, here it is. No, actually, we have to update it. This is old, right? So we got to go to our knowledge base and update it. But we have light mode, dark mode, okay? We have the dashboard, new chat, and the user at any time can go to our help desk and put a traditional ticket. So this is going to take over our help desk, at least the front end of our help desk. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is called Chatbaser Help Centers. Okay, we just added that for you. That is where I'm going to turn it over to Matt Serralta to talk about credits and domains. And when we come back, I'll show you some cool things with Creator Studio, and then we're going to wrap it up for the day by 4 o'clock, and that will be a nice 3-hour live stream. Matt, thumbs up if you're ready. All right, Matt, you are live with me.
Hey, everybody. Mike, what a great presentation. What I realized, the thing about building software is the most exciting part is when you see people using them and you see the software coming to life and what it does. I think this is just extremely cool. So I figured I'd share this with you, and seeing more and more feedback is just really, really cool. So
Thanks,
what I'm
Matt.
going to do is
I'm going to hide myself, Matt, and give you full control. I'm going to go outside in the back over there, and if you just share your screen, please, I'll add it to the system.
Absolutely. And I'm almost there. It should be sharing here any second. Do you see the control?
I don't see your screen.
I got a title here. There we go. What about now?
I see Matt's screen. Add to stage. Can you move it off of StreamYard? Otherwise, I'm going to share stream. You're sharing StreamYard tab, and that's going to give an echo.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, there we go.
All right. Add to stage, and you are good to go. Matt, can you fix your camera? It's only showing your forehead.
Yeah. How about now? Good?
Better. Yep. All right. Matt,
It's going to be
all you.
sideways. There we go. Okay. All right, guys. Well, thank you, Mike, for handing this over. So, guys, today I'm going to go over DocSigner. It's actually one of my favorite apps. What DocSigner does for you is it allows you to, it kind of takes everything about doing contract, and we're doing it backward from what it used to be historically. So basically, we're now going to start with a contract, and we're going to be able to use AI to generate some really, really cool contract. And we're going to take those contract and send them over to somebody for signature, or to evaluate and to go back and forth. Whereas historically, we used to use Microsoft Word. We used to have to upload it into DocuSign and send the DocuSign, and we'd keep on following up with a customer. Here we created a tool where everything gets done at once, where you can create your document, send them out for signature, stores the documents thereafter once they're signed, and keeping a good record. All that while using AI. You got 4 different ways you can send customer documents, either by using a template, using an AI assistant. You can upload the document, or you can start from scratch. And so that's the premise of DocSigner. It's a software similar to DocuSign, but even better in the sense that it's also going to help you generate your own documents as well. Tips and tricks when you choose your I'm going to go mainly over the AI assistant, but we also have the ability to use some templates. There are a bunch of pre-made templates. The great thing about using template is that they are pre-made. You have an idea of what the document looks like ahead of time. It's fast, but they are usually pretty basic documents versus if you create a document using AI. So to do that, I'm going to go to new document. I'm going to create here a document with AI assistant. And basically, it's going to take you through a series of questions. Obviously, the first question is going to be, what kind of documents do you want to do? And say here, for example, you want to do a service agreement, then it's going to keep asking you all of your questions to follow up. And until the document get completely drafted. So that's the premise behind using AI to generate your document. And we'll go through one here fully. Prior to doing that, I'd like to show you guys the profile section. In the profile section, you can kind of set up yourself once and for all by uploading your logo that will show in all your documents, which is kind of cool too, because you can create a header so that all of your documents have a header and you don't have to use the old Microsoft Word where you would create a header and then upload a PDF on top of it. This is all done for you now. So here I'm going to create a company from scratch and pretend I'm doing an agreement here for ScalePlus. Corporation type, we are an LLC. It's important because many documents require you to specify what kind of corporation you are. Here we're going to do it with Matt as ScaleGG. I'm going to put a phone number here. And the website, for example, say it's https://scaleplus.gg. I'm going to put an address real quick. And it's very easy, right? And then the next one, we're just going to do it on the fly here. And I really want to show you guys how this works because this is so cool. And we are in Boca Raton, Florida, 33432. Then it's going to ask you what are the governing jurisdiction for you. That is where if you have to go to court or anything like that, you might want to go. So here we're going to do it in Florida, in Palm Beach, in the United States. And then what you can do is you can add your signers for that given company, which is really cool because if you could have, for example, here on behalf of Scale, Mike could be a signer. I could be a signer as well, right? So I can enter Mike and myself. And I never have to do that ever again, which is, could save a bunch of time. So again, put my phone number here up, and for example, as a title COO. So there we go. So now I got a signer, and then every time you're going to send a document to somebody, the best way to do this is to add them as a recipient. And so, for example,
Matt,
Matt,
can I ask you a question? On your Mac, up at the top, do you see like a little screen in the top bar with a little man? Yeah. Can you click on that and then click on where it says mic mode?
It says voice isolation.
It is on voice isolation. Okay.
Okay, moving the microphone closer. Is that better?
No, it's not the microphone. You sound great. We're hearing everything in the room. So we're hearing your keyboard, like your mic picks up everything. So I thought voice isolation might take care of that. Can you do me one more favor? Go into StreamYard and then click on the microphone at the bottom, the very bottom of the page, the drop down. And do they have settings there? The little gear to the right, all the way to the right. There you go. And do you have anything there like reduce background? Yeah, thank you. Click that. Awesome.
Is it better now?
I'll let you know when you start typing.
I'm going to try not to type. Just kidding.
Yeah, so it is what it is. Right?
So here I'm going to put another company here, and we're going to call it the Acme, right? So everybody can recognize it. Here we're going to make it a corp. We're going to make everything.
Matt, so much better. Yeah, you're isolated, and we're not
better?
hearing all of that. Yeah, much better. Much better. Thank you.
All right. And I'm putting another set of data here so we can easily see the difference. Obviously, we don't have a company called Acme Corp. And and 256 Acme Road. And so check this out, guys. This gets really cool. Here we're going to put Boca City, Florida. It doesn't check the address or anything because we want to give you guys the opportunity as well to go international. So now we got a company created, and again, for this company, let's create a signer, right? So maybe just so that we can remember, I'm going to create Mike Acme for this company, and then we're going to do the same address, which is mine release. The reason is so that we'll be able to receive the document and test it. I don't know if you guys know that, but when you have a Gmail account, you can put a plus, and behind that plus, you can put anything you want. So essentially, you can create several email address on the fly. And you can even create rules like any emails that goes to plus cool or plus scale, then you put in a special scale folder, or it's important, I want to read it. So anyway, let's create a new document. I'm going to do a simple document because otherwise AI is going to really spend some time on it. But just to show you guys real quick, we have two options. One, we can do a quick draft using, something like, I think using 5.0 mini, or we can use a little bit of credit. I think for the most part, it uses less than like 50 cents worth of credit, and really have AI work really, really hard at generating a document by using a premium model and you doing on high thinking. So the problem is it takes a little bit longer, but your documents are very strong. Either way, I recommend if you generate a document, sometimes it's probably most of the time a good idea to have them reviewed by an attorney, especially if they're life-changing documents or anything. So in this particular case, I'm going to do a non-disclosure agreement just for fun, and I'm going to pretend that I'm going to share some things that I don't want the person to repeat. So again, it's going to be let's say ScalePlus discloses information, so it's a one-way agreement, and check how cool it's going to be, guys. So who is coming into that agreement is ScalePlus. Then it's going to ask me who is signing on behalf of ScalePlus. Well, it's Matt. We just entered it in a profile, so you don't have to re-enter that information. So it's going to say who is that document going to. So here it's going to be Acme. Since there's only M. Serralta, it's going to suggest that person as a signer, or Mike Acme, excuse me. And saves you a ton of part. You can add as many signers as you want and save a bunch of time for the future. And then here it's giving you the typical option, right? So why are you trying to do the NDA agreement? And one option could be potential business relationship, discussing the provision of professional services, whatever it is, you can pick from there. Or you can use other, and even if you use other, you can get the help from AI there and have it suggest some, possibilities for an answer. So here I'm just going to pick something simple. Here so basically I'm a company. I'm going to send an NDA that's going to be valid for 2 years because I'm sharing technical knowledge that I don't want them to be able to repeat and say I want them to invest in my company or something of that nature. And you can go through and what else am I going to share? Well, any information that I mark confidential is going to be good enough. Otherwise, it can be shared. And again, you just go through the interview. And it's a pretty thorough interview. And the interview will be a dynamic based on the answers that you choose, right? So, for example, towards the end here, it says what category of personnel at Acme should be authorized to access confidential information. Let's say employees and independent contractor, for example. And say you choose independent contractor, in that case, it might actually generate even more questions. So it's a little bit slow, as you can tell, but it is very, very thorough, which I think when you're going to sign an agreement with somebody, it might be worth it to do that. So there we go. We're going through the motion here. It could be one more question. It could be 4 more questions. It could be 8 more questions. We're going to find out. It's really trying to draft a document that's going to help you. So what happens, for example, here it's saying, what happens if somebody discloses information? Just to save time, I'm going to say, no, we're not going to mention any damages, just whatever the deal was, it is. If not, it's going to ask me how much are the damages, and it's going to create a bunch of follow-up questions. So let me see. Everything looks good. Generate the document. I think I'm going to go that route. So here, AI is doing one final review. So it takes a holistic look at the entire document. It looks at everything, offers some possible changes. And the very last step is going to be to generate the document. It takes a couple seconds. But guess what? Your document is going to be completed from A to Z. So say you want to sell a car. Say you want to, I don't know, lease a house. Any kind of documents that you need, you can generate using that software. And then you might want to choose to have an attorney review it or not. It's really up to you guys. But check this out. This is not because we use the advanced AI, this is really a document that, should carry its own weight. So here you can review the document. If you want to change it in any way that you desire, it's a full text editor available to you right here. You can change the size of the fonts, center. You can change the text, obviously. Here, if I want to add thank you, I can, right? And you can edit it on the fly. It's a good idea, obviously, to review the document. But look at that. Took care of everything, right? General provision, how to break the agreement. What does that mean when you sign it? Who are the witnesses, if it matters, and in case of dispute, where is that going to be resolved, etc., etc., etc. So these are full-blown legal document as AI sees it. I like this document. I'm ready to sign it. So I have the option to save it, download it, or start the signing process, which is what I'm going to do here. So again, of course, we have an error. And I think I know why. It's for the same change we did earlier today. And I'm not going to be able to show the signing process, I think. So I'm going to have, I'm going to have AI fix that little signing process. But from there, it's just basically the same things and DocuSign would be. So I'm going to go here and just fix it real quick. And then at the meantime, I'm going to show you guys how to work the domains as well. So if you give me about 10 seconds here while I load Page Builder. So yeah, basically here's the rest of the process would be that I'm receiving an email for signature. Then I return the document signed and it's being sent back to the user. And
I wouldn't focus on fixing any bugs live because it just creates dead air for the stream.
If I go to Page Builder GG now, I'm going to show you guys a website that I did. So it took me 1 minute to do it. It's obviously just a testing website. It's a fake one. But I wanted to show you how to bring your website live and bring it to life once you create it on Page Builder. Process is going to be very similar on Chatbaser, and it's going to be very similar on your blogging software as well. So here, if you go to the wheel here, or if you publish your website for the first time by clicking publish, you're going to be able, by going to domain, to see a domain where it's ready for you to go to right off the bat. You can go to flyplanepagebuilder.gg, and right there you'll be able to see your website. You can choose your slug. Actually, if you don't like this, just click the edit button. You can change it on the fly and to anything that you're looking for, and it's going to update, and it's now your new URL if you want to see the website. Of course, if somebody else is using the whatever the slug is, .pagebuilder.gg, it's not going to be available to you. So that's one option to publish your domain. Now, you might not want to tell people, hey, come and check out my website at matt.pagebuilder.gg, in which case you can go to your domain and you can point your CNAME records by following this instruction right here. And I have even more specific instructions if you go down to, basically to create a CNAME record, www.fly.pagebuilder.gg, and you can connect your domain directly into the software. Another option you have is that we created a new tool, which actually allows us to help you manage your domain. And in order to do that, you're going to have to repoint your domain to us. So the first step, when you click Get Pro Domain Management is going to ask you to enter your domain. So here in this particular case, we're going to use groovepay.app as an example. Now, what is the benefit of doing that? Basically, what we're doing is we're putting the domain behind Cloudflare. So it's going to protect you in case somebody tries to attack you. It's going to protect you in case of DDoS attack. It's going to hide, IP address. It's going to speed up your website by putting. There's something called like a CDN where your images get put all over a bunch of computers throughout the United States and the rest of the world. So when a customer comes into your website, instead of getting all the images from us, to actually get it from a closer location because they're already redistributed throughout the world. And a bunch of minifying your website, a bunch of benefits that we get by using that helps us protect your domain a little bit better and run it a little bit faster. If you decide to go this way, you can go, so basically add your domain here and then just mention here what is your current provider, right? Is it GoDaddy or is it Namecheap? And it's going to tell you exactly how to connect it. It should be fairly easy. For the most part, you have to go to your domain provider and change your name server and add Arnold and Diana. And then what it's going to do is it's going to connect your name server over to this domain management system, which we're going to add even more feature here in the next few days. Look, it can take some time, it can take 2 to 3 hours for this change to go live. Sometimes it's kind of quick. So I added a 45 seconds timer. And especially if you had your domain connected with us previously, then you don't really have to wait. But right now, when your domain is yellow, what you're doing is you're waiting for your name server to get connected to the domain. So in this particular case, I think it's going to take maybe 20 seconds and so to we'll be able to probably refresh a little bit earlier. Like Mike said, it's watching pen dry, but we got to go through that while it's connecting the domain. And it's just, I think, even though it can take up to 48 hours because I connected it 48 hours ago, it should be available here within a minute, I think. I thought it'd be a little bit faster, so it's still pending. There we go. It just turned to active. So once your domain becomes active, you're going to see it here on the main page, and you're going to be able to decide what you want to do with your domain. You can click on it and then decide where you're going to connect it. So I don't know if you guys remember that page builder page that we just created. I'm going to go here and I'm going to say, you have two options. Do you want to connect your root domain, www.mat.com or mat.com, or do you want to connect something similar to a subdomain like blog.mat.com or website.mat.com, which would be kind of crazy for a website. But you can decide basically how do you want to connect your domain. So in this particular case, I'm going to choose root, which is again mat.com or www.mat.com. And you can choose any of the projects that you have in Page Builder. I clicked Page Builder. If you have 20 different websites on Page Builder, you can switch from one to another by just going back here and clicking the other website. So you can basically take your domain and in a split second, change it from one place to another. Super cool. And then it turns green. Now it says, hey, Page Builder GroovePay app is now connected to Page Builder. So I don't know if you remember, guys, but earlier we had the ability to connect. I think we changed it to Fly, right? But now if I go to groovepay.app, it is also connected to the domain. It's kind of cool, right? It's super fast, super efficient. And say I created Chatbaser, like Mike showed you earlier. Now, we cannot connect the root anymore because it's already connected to the Page Builder. So I'm going to go to connect subdomain. Here I'm going to say chat, right? Seems to make a lot of sense. Again, if you have 20 different chat agents, you can decide which one you want to connect. So here, that's the only one I created for testing earlier today while you guys were on the live. I'm going to connect this guy. It turns green. Same thing with a blog, right? You can decide to connect your blog. Enter what you want for a subdomain. So in this particular case, we're going to do blog.groovepay.com. Choose which blog and click Connect to App. Now, before you know it, it's telling you GroovePay, Page Builder, Chatbaser, and BlogBaser are connected to that, fake URL, which is groovepay.app. And if you go back to domain, then it's going to show you exactly what's going on. A nice little visual interpretation. Groovepay.app goes to page builder GG. Here's this afternoon, I'm going to add the actual project you're connected to, because we know that if you create several websites, you can just go in and in just a couple clicks change to another website. And the same for Chatbaser. So let's test it out. Let's see what happens if I go to chat.groovepay.app. There we go. Here's my chat, right? No, it's not really a real chat. It probably would answer just really bad for any questions. And then we're going to do the same thing for, let me see, blog.groovepay.app. I'm going to change it, and it should go to that quick test blog webpage that I created earlier today. No, I guess I didn't connect it, or it's the same thing we're dealing with. But anyway, you get the concept, super easy to use, and you can change it around as fast as you want. One cool tip, you can always access this page where you manage your domain by going to your app.scaleplus.gg on your dashboard. You can scroll down next to your name and choose domain, and you always get back to this page. Also, as Mike mentioned, we have a credit counter that basically counts your AI usage. Basically, it takes a token from the AI LLMs and just counts it towards your usage, basically. And here you can easily come in, check your balance. If you want to add AI credits, you can do it automatically by going to configure auto top off. Here you can easily add a payment method and then set it up for automatic top off, so you don't have to worry about it, and it's a little bit easier to manage. I've seen some people in the chat asking, how much credit do I use? Well, it depends, right? If you use a chat, I think you could use 50,000 chat, and you would never go into credit. Hey, Sam, I'm on the line. And, if you do a super complex website, you spend a lot of time on it, and we're using top of the line premium agent, or if we do with a doc signers, and it would just use a little bit more credit, obviously. You can always go back here and review all of your credit usage and where it's coming from. And that's about it for me. Unfortunately, I won't be able, I think, to demo the signature portion of Doc Signer in the next couple minutes, but after that, I might be able to do so. So I'm going to turn it over back to Mike, which I think now is going to move on and demo for us Creator Studio.
All right, I'll take my page back, remove yours, and take it back. All right, and let's add me. Let's remove Matt and then add me to the corner. There we go. Here I am. Let's go up there. All right, everybody. So Matt, I'm just going to do a quick publish, a quick Scrooge. Matt, can you do me a favor? Can you republish BlogBaser? I did a hot fix for the issue, and I was just about to push it live, but I don't want to keep everybody waiting. So if you can publish that for me, thanks. Assuming you're hearing me, but you might have left. So I'm just going to do it. Bear with me, guys. Matt may have stepped out because his kids are.
No, Mike, I'm doing it. I'm publishing.
Okay. Yeah, all right, thank you.
BlogBaser, right?
BlogBaser. Yeah, remember what the bug with the posting?
Yeah, I get that.
So I did a hot fix while you were working.
Continue.
All right, everybody. So what we're looking at here, as I'm looking down on the screen, does that look right? Yes, I'm looking down. All right. It finished the campaign. It took 26 minutes to finish, and like I said, go get a cup of coffee. And I like to say, what used to cost us $70,000 now costs us 70 cents. What used to take us 70 days now takes us 70 minutes, or in this case, 29 minutes. And what we did with 17 people, we now do with one. And I've got all of my assets right here. And I can, break them down by, presentations and slides and, different things, like that as well. We also get the HTML slides as well. So we've got everything that you could want. Let's see the actual web page. I saw final homepage revision. So this is the actual, web page. that I've built, and let's see, like funnel pages. Do they have funnels? Landing pages and funnels. We can click final. So see, these pages don't use your brand colors unless you want them to, but absolutely gorgeous pages. Let's take a look here. Just, again, just showing you, and you can just put this right in and say, hey, connect this to my webinar platform, and just, put the webhook or an embed code that they give you. Let's see, look at this. Come on, come on. How gorgeous is that checkout page, right? Here's our upsell page. And remember, I told you to do about ClickCoach. If you were here before and I said, give it a 40% off, it'd be $297 the first year. Look at that. That was just my instructions. And I copied the paste and I said, the page, and I said, do it. By the way, the other day, it gave me a video here. It was a Rickroll video. It was Rick Astley. So guys, better pages, better templates than we even have in Groove. I got to be frank with you. This is just really good stuff. You click the publish button, you take the copy link, you go to Page Builder, and just build a page. So like these are like sister products. Like you start here and you go over to Page Builder, and that's where you do all your publishing. We didn't want to create a Page Builder in here where you go and you like edit the stuff. No, just take the page and go iterate. This is at worst, it creates your draft issues for you. Everything needs iteration, right? Something says insert your name here, dear first name might be wrong. This is to get the bulk of the work out so that you could get what would take normally 2 months to get done. This does in 30 minutes, and you spend the next 4 hours getting the campaign out. Maybe 4 hours today, 4 hours tomorrow. So in one day, working over 2 days time, you can completely do what a team of 17 people that was costing me, you heard it, nearly $100,000 a month on our marketing team. You remember all the people that were on the team would say, hey, this person, that person, can you do all this? And we'd have meeting after meeting after meeting, and don't need that anymore, right? AI is coming for the jobs, but I'm happy, when I'm the other guy that doesn't have to employ it and spend $100,000 a month on a team. ClickCampaign did it for 70 cents, right? So, we said we were going to show you a Creator Studio. So let me show you that. And by the way, I don't want to show you this. This is upsetting me because, you know what? Let me just see real quick. I am going to open up Cursor. So let's go here. Let me open up the affiliate marketplace. We're moving stuff from GitHub, and I can't download the latest code. That's another problem. They moved the repo on me today, I found out. So yeah, I'm going to open up this December 7th branch. Bear with me a second. I do want to get this this working. So let me just close all this stuff so you can actually see me work here. I'm going to just let me open up Claude Code. All right, let's do this. Can you kill any servers that are using the port that runs this app, and please run the development server? All right, bear with me a second. I did want to show you Scale.gg. Then we're going to show you Creator Studio. All right, killing any port that's there. Yes, let's just go to bypass permission modes. You do what you want. Watch some videos, guys, on Claude. You're not going to be able to see it because unless you have the max plan where you're paying, whatever. But they had a chat. Then they added Claude Code last month, for people, and now they've got the cowork mode. Watch the videos on Claude Cowork. Claude Cowork. You can find dozens of them today. Mind blowing. It's called Claude Code for the rest of us. All right, it's saying that this is now running right here. Let me see. It is. It's running. I can actually show you this. I don't know why it's using this instead of localhost, but I'm happy to be able to get that running. All right. So remember I told you that that we have a competitor to ClickBank coming out. If you're an affiliate, you would be in your affiliate dashboard. If you're a vendor, you're going to be in your vendor dashboard. You'll have your wallet, and all of the payouts will be done by the application. So you don't have to 1099 any affiliates. You yourself, to get paid, will have to fill out your your PayPal information, your wire information, your tax ID information, all that different type of stuff. But we have the ability for you to create a campaign. Campaigns are what your affiliates promote. The products are things that you don't sell, they're attached to a campaign. So when you create a product, you'll see here, this is where you go through your fulfillment setup and all these, these different things to set it up. Really nice and fun and easy to set up a product. But let me go back here. But basically, what we do is you're really creating a campaign, right? And these are just test campaigns that I have here. Let's click on the courses.gg one. You got 3 different things that you work out here. Everything okay? Okay. Mom's home in the wheelchair and Michelle's helping. So you have your different checkouts that you have here. I need quiet if you don't mind. You have your templates. This is the classic. This is the checkout left. This is the checkout right. This is the modern. And this is the modern right and the express checkout. And then, of course, you choose your colors, right? So you can instantly choose your colors here. Hi, Mom. You have your typography, so it could match your site perfectly. And, style for your buttons, how you want, everything here, button sizes, and so on. So made it really nice for you to be able to match your website, okay? So once you have that, you would get your checkout links. We're not going to get too deep into this because this product is not ready yet. What stuff you want in your checkout fields. Let's go back to the campaign. Your campaign configuration is basically where you're saying, okay, where does the entry pages start? Very similar to GrooveSell. Like, where does the affiliate links go to? This is called completion and affiliate. So this is basically saying, where does the thank you page go and how do you pay your affiliates, 1 tier, 2 tier, and then you basically review, make sure everything is okay, and you click update campaign. And then finally, you have the most important part of the campaign. Now that you've added the different products that are going to be part of this, is you have your sales funnels, right? So you could have different sales funnels. Like, for instance, let me just make this make more sense. Let me call this Black Friday. Okay, so this, did I not hit save? Whoops, bear with me a second. Sales funnels, edit, not edit, rename. Black Friday, and maybe that doesn't work, all right? Like I said, this rename funnel. Yeah, let's refresh and see. Yeah, all right, so I got to fix that. Like I said, this needs, this is going to be a major product, but this is how you're going to design your funnels. You click edit funnel and you go into the funnel and you basically say, okay, your first product is here and your nice settings panel is here. This is the, what product are you going to be selling? What is the pricing that's here? And you can add, additional pricing and all that different type of stuff here, your trial period. You have your checkout page, you can override the checkout settings. Then here you would say, you can see we have an upsell. And then here you go and you configure any information that you need. And then here, what happens at the end? Do you want to end? Let's get rid of these, right? Do you want to end the campaign? Or I could click end or upsell. I could add another upsell, but I'm just going to click end. And here, do we want to add a downsell or do we want to end? We'll say end. And there we go. We now have our complete campaign all ready to go. And this is how you'll be selling your products. Your affiliates will get their links. You'll manage your customers here. You'll have all of your reporting here. There'll be the tools, all these different tools we'll be adding. And of course, we're going to have the marketplace. So this will be ready in March. And this is basically why we named the company Scale.gg. Everything that we've added is really, Scale.gg is free. We're just going to, it's free, asterisk, right? It's $1 plus 5.9% compared to ClickBank's $1 plus 7.5% or $1 plus 7. I forget what their price is. I think it's $1 plus 7.5%. So we're more than 1.5% cheaper than ClickBank. We can scale for you. You'll never get shut down for too much volume. We handle the 1099, the taxes, the payouts. Everything will go out automatically and make life easy for people. No matter if you live in, like Malaysia or South Africa or Nigeria and you can't get a merchant account, it's difficult. Here, you'll be able to come in. And here's the nice thing. We're at $1 plus 5.9. Let's just call it 6%. The affiliate in this, like ClickBank, pays, they pay the merchant account with you. So when you're paying 50% commission, that means you're only paying 50% of the merchant processing fee. So at the end of the day, you're only going to pay 2.9. So it'll still be the same price as Stripe, but we handle everything for you. So this is coming, and our company is going to be called ScaleGG. Out with Groove, we are now Scale. And you can imagine there'll be a little thing over here that anybody that comes in, whether they're an affiliate or a vendor, will see a little thing here about ScalePlus, and it's like, hey, do you want every tool to run your business? We're going to be redesigning this as well. Then people are going to be like, oh, great, for $149 a month, I could get access to this. So that's the ScaleGG affiliate marketplace. Can't wait to get that live. Let me just see. Matt, did we push that live? Can I do a test here and see if this runs? We'll see. Give me a thumbs up, Matt, if we published it live. Okay, so let's see. This might work, and then we're going to show you Creator Studio. And basically, I can navigate away. Now, the problem that we had, and I hope I didn't have to do a hard refresh. No, it's BlogBaser. It's at the .com website. It's fine. The problem that we had was not that I navigated away. It's that we had this little issue. So I don't know if I fixed it. I didn't even run a test. Matt said, hey, I'm going to turn it back over to Mike. So I didn't get a chance to do a quick test on local. But if this says 1 and we see a card here, that's a bad sign right there. I forget if it shows the card, but it'll only take another 30 seconds. We're going to go over Creator Studio in a minute. If not, we will get this fixed. So that's the new company, Scale.gg. While this is working, I do want to see it in real time since it's a bug fix. Otherwise, I'd leave the page. But if you are a lifetime member of Groove, you do get this. You get Page Builder. Hey, there it is. All right. It only saved 1, not 2. I can clearly see it was supposed to be 2. View the post. There it is. So I do have to find out, but anyway, here's our post that was made. We could actually see it. Ooh, it didn't. Oh, that's my fault. I didn't publish it. It's in draft mode. Okay, you have to click save, click publish. Otherwise, you can preview it, but you can't see it at the live website because it wasn't actually live. So there's my my blog post for that particular product. Look at this. We have the nice interlinking. We added some really, really cool things to this, and really, really good with SEO. Remember, I'm at the minimalist, the affiliate blog website. Let me just show you the reason why this is so minimal. Let me go back to BlogBaser and change my theme from affiliate, which is very minimal. Let's go with the classic. No, let's go with the minimalist. How does a post look? Let me save this one. I'll do this one, magazine. Let's click apply. And when we click here, this should change. This is the, let me see which is the one that we just published. That would be this one. And if we look at it, there we go. See, the affiliate one doesn't put a header. And so this absolutely gorgeous blog. I was at the affiliate one, which is we want to strip everything down. So if you're wondering why it didn't look right, it was set to be an affiliate marketing site. So this is just great, guys. This is great and truly optimized for SEO. Lightweight blogging platform that you guys will love with the really cool stuff. This is what separates us from anybody right here. So let's go to Creator Studio. Matt, congrats, we fixed that. All right. Now, again, if you passed as a Groove Lifetime member to get ScalePlus, which gives you certain things, actually, I can go into here and I can show you what you don't get, right? I can literally click on the admin panel, and I could click on admin panel. I could click on groups, and I can go to the Groove Lifetime members, and you'll see you don't get access to affiliate pages, Brand Baser, Click Campaigns, Chatbaser, Creator Studio, Courses.gg, DocSigner, right? You get all the Groove apps, and you do get Pipe Leads, Pipe Lead CRM, Quiz Funnels, Video Player, Project Baser, Page Builder. You'll get My Store. When it goes live, you don't get Imager, and you don't get, you do get Page Builder. You can see that here, and you do get Blogbaser, but there's a lot of things that you don't get. And again, I told you guys that you could get it for $297. Many of you did a year, $297 a year to unlock all of these different things. And then that price for December went to $397. And after December, the public website is now $497 for the first year and $149 a month after that. Now, if you want to get in, because I'm telling you, and the price will just go up until everybody pays the public price, just log into Groove, and you'll see right now that we are giving you $497 a year. Okay, log into Groove. If you're a lifetime member, get $497 a year. I'm telling you, I'm going away on the cruise, and my instructions are when I come back from the cruise, I don't want any issues with my product launch and confusion. There will be one price, whether you're a lifetime member of Groove or this. I don't have to give you a discount on all those other products. What I do have to do is fulfill you on the products that we promised you. So we finished the Groove suite. Every product in the suite is done. HD Help Desk, we were promised a help desk, right? We were promised a funnel mapping software. You got a project management software. You got a quiz and survey software. You've got, gosh, I'm even forgetting, but funnel mapper, whatever the problem is, the case is, we gave you, and now we're giving you a new page builder. We're not going to make you pay for it. You'll get Scale.gg. You'll get the video player. You will get the Blogbaser. You'll get My Store. You'll get the AutoWebinar.gg. So you don't have to pay for those. But if you want the other products that were never part of Groove, what we're calling the AI Companion Suite, you missed the $299. You missed the $399. And congratulations if you got it. And now it's $497, and now it's $497 a year. But when I get back from the cruise, this banner will be gone, and any lifetime member will have to pay $497 for the first year, and then $149 a month for the launch. And when the launch is done, the price goes to its final price of $149 a month, which is $1,800 a year. I don't know why people didn't buy it at $297. Then they bought it at $397. They're like, holy shit. But maybe they didn't see the full demo because we didn't have Page Builder built. Click Campaigns wasn't fully working. And now it's $497, which is super cheap. I know you're a lifetime customer. You're still getting all that other stuff. But please get in on this right now. Click to claim the VIP offer. Get it before it ends, okay? Please, because my staff has been told, whether they have my phone number or not, lifetime member doesn't matter. We are fulfilling on our lifetime promise. There's a new company. It's called Scale. It has a new AI suite that was never promised. If you were Groove AI, we're giving you some of them, right? But with that said, don't pay $149 a month after, because it's a great price. And again, it's a great companion suite to Groove, or the new Groove suite, the way we're designing it. It's a great companion to Go High Level. We're not competing with Go High Level anymore. We want people to come to Scale and say, oh, I want this with Go High Level. And that'll be $149 a month. Congrats if you got it for $297 a year. Congrats if you got it for $397 a year. And congrats if you're buying it today at $497 a year. I will give you a big, huge congrats. But I don't, I have no problem. I have a company I have to run. We have to be profitable. We want to build a company for investors. And when you come to me and say, hey, it's not fair, I'm a lifetime customer, I'm going to say, I worked for 4 months trying to get you guys the best deal, but I need to be attractive to investors. So get it while you can. And just because you're a lifetime member doesn't mean you have to get a discount to everything. I am giving you a discount, $297 and $397, $497, and then it goes away. But we are giving you at least half of the suite. You are getting the Blogbaser. You are getting My Store. You are getting Video Player. You're getting, you'll get access to the Page Builder. You're getting a lot of good stuff, okay? So let's go to wrap this up. And here's Creator Studio. And this works hand in hand with Imager. All right, so you're going to see, even if you're an Imager, you've got all of these new things. We've added Nano Banana Pro. And by the way, this, how I created this, I deleted the previous one, because basically what I did, guys, I took the Facebook post that I posted yesterday. I took this post right here, and I just literally took this text like this. And I took the text and I went into Imager, and I literally just said, and I didn't care that it even went over. I said, I just pasted it and hit generate, and it created this image you're seeing. I use this one. It created this with another man here, and I simply took the image where the other man was, and I clicked edit, and I went to multi-image reference transfer, and I added me from the gallery in my YouTube expressions like this, and I went down to this guy right here, and I simply said, take the guy in image 2 and replace it with the guy in image 1, and it gave me 4 different variations here like this. Okay, so I want to let you know in February I will be adding more video. Right now, the best one that does audio, we really needed to do audio, is VO3. And they only do like 6 to 8, they do 8 seconds, but there are new models now that are doing like 12 to 14 seconds that are about 4 to 8 times cheaper. And the video quality is perfect. The voice quality is it's like ours show with VO that if they're in the room, you hear the echo of the kitchen. It's just not quite right. I'm waiting for the technology to come right, and I promise you, it'll be in Imager. I don't know. It'll be a part of Creator Studio, I mean. And we will have a full, affordable video processing power. If you want to know the guy to watch to see where does Mike Filsaime keep up with this stuff, it's called AI Search. He puts out 3 to 4 videos a week. Okay? Watch this guy right here, and you will see that his videos right here, like the new king of like image to image transfer. So everything we can do with images, we can now do with video. He says, this is now available on Hugging Face. This is now open source. This is now available at fal.ai, and I'll be able to program it in a minute. I want to give you quality. There's 3 things that matter. If you see my fingers here, right? 3 things that matter. I want to give you speed, cost, and quality. Right now, we only have quality. The speed is a little slow for videos with VO3 for 8 seconds. You know, it takes like 90 seconds to make it. And the cost is through the roof. Guys, the cost is so expensive. It's 4 cents a second, is it? No, it's 40 cents a second. Whatever it is, an 8-second video costs $3.50 wholesale. So I told Matt, I said, Matt, I don't even want to charge people, credits, because 5 videos goes through your entire 50,000 credits. And I didn't want you guys saying to us, what are these credits? They're like friggin' Venezuela dollars. And, so what we did is we basically said, hey, if you want to buy video credits, and I don't have it because we have unlimited credits, you will literally see, we say, warning, this is expensive technology. Each video costs $5. And, if you want to buy a 5-pack, you pay $25 to do 5 videos. We're trying not to really push that until we can get these cost downs, but it's not us. You can literally go, if I go to fal.ai and we look here at VO3 and you look at their pricing, we're for every 5-second video, you will be charged 20 cents for audio if it's off, and 40% if audio is on. For example, a 5-second video will cost $2. So a 10-second video, guys, is $4, right? Seriously, 5 to 6 videos will literally take up your credits. And I was like, Matt, I don't want users yelling at us. They just have to know that this costs. So just literally advertise these prices and let them buy video credits. And when that gets down, we'll make it better. So let's show you more that we can do with Imager. With Imager, you'll see like this one right here. I literally took this video over here. I took this video here, and I simply just clicked the edit button, and I clicked transfer style, and I clicked Pixar. That was it. And I said transfer the style. And what we ended up getting was this, right? And then I could bring that into platforms where you make them talk and different things like that. So you have image to image edit, text art, text to image, multi-image reference transfer. Go play with it. This is the most important thing. You can do up to 3 images, 4 images, 5 images. In fact, just always use Nano Banana Pro, even for 2 images. Sometimes it defaults to Dream Omni. Use Nano Banana Pro. It's the best model. I've tested them all. If you go 5 or more with Nano Banana Pro, you can add up to 15 images. So you could say, take the duck in the first image, put it in the hand on the second image, take the woman from the third image, put them in the style of the fourth image, wearing the jacket here. And you'll see like how that looks right here with these, what we have all of these different pose. You can transfer poses, facial expressions, everything. There's a little video. Play with this. It's super powerful. You're absolutely going to love it. We also have your YouTube thumbnail cloner. That's where you can, well, I think it's the first important thing I need to show you. If you haven't done it yet, do this today, okay? Upload 3 pictures like this, okay? And I always show this. I embarrass me and Matt, but I have to do this because I want you to know that Matt was like, no, I don't want to take the picture now. I was like, Matt, that's the whole thing. He's like, no, Mike. Let me get a haircut. I said, no, it's the whole thing I'm trying to tell you, Matt. And then he looked, he's like, oh my God, I didn't realize it was that good.
I still don't like it. And you're going to put me up again.
Yeah, but you do like the final images. I know that.
This will have been the absolute most expensive picture I've ever taken.
Yeah, Bargov, Matt. I'm just looking somewhere. Okay, so this, you have to add a close-up, what we call a head and shoulders, a medium shot, and a full body shot. And do it just like this, okay? And add those 3, okay? Because I prompted this to know which image to use depending on what photo we want. So this was me and Bargov and Matt when we shot a podcast last month that we're releasing next week, okay? And, you know, here's Matt, right? And I said, Matt, let me get a full body. He wasn't happy about it, and I get it. And here's this, and here's this. And then we did Bargov, right? And then we did me. Right? And I'm not happy about these photos, seriously. But the point is that when you upload those photos from Matt, what you end up getting when you click here to your headshots, look what it did for Matt, right? It created, it took his beard off sometimes, right? It's AI, right? It created his AI LinkedIn photos. And this is like, just like, really good. Like Matt would have had to go and sit in the studio or go on the marketer's cruise, right, Matt? And say, hey, I want to update some of my photos. It's what do we call it? We call it formal night. And you would have all these photos taken, but you'd have like city lights behind you. Like, so here, look at this one. It's just really, really good. And one of the important things that we tell you to do when you do that, studio headshots, is we tell you, you have to read the instructions. It says, make sure that you smile because it needs to know what your teeth look like. If it doesn't know your teeth, it will make up teeth, right? And then you don't look right when you don't have your teeth, right? And after you get your studio headshot, oh, let me show you. You can also choose the outfit. So if you're a woman, right, there's a woman's blazer, blouse, you've got all these different things you can wear and then choose the color. So I just said with Matt, I think I said blazer and crew neck, and then I said royal blue. You can change the different colors that you want the clothes to wear as well. And then what it creates 25 LinkedIn photos for you, but then it also creates your YouTube expressions that you can use, right? So you get all of these different YouTube expressions. And notice like how this one here looks so similar to mine, because I don't know, it's like just amazing how like even mine has the same look. And we use that for, if you go into the Facebook group, I think you'll even see Simon use that somewhere, maybe Scale Official. I think Simon started using, there, look at that, right? So we're using those even for our own products. So going back to Imager here, you can now go to YouTube Thumbnail Cloner, put any URL of any video and it'll pull it down for you. So if you like one from Mr. Beast and you're like, I want mine to look like that, let's just actually do that. Let's just take this YouTube video right here, just for example. Let's close this and close this. You just put that in and say, hey, I want to start with this one, and it brings it in, and then now you can replace it. But I think it's even better for you to just choose from the library here. Just choose from this library, click on the thumbnail that you want, click replace person, do a person swap, and then choose from your gallery, and you want to replace that person, and you click replace, and then it says, now what do you want the text to say? And then when it's all said and done, you will get, because I'm not going to redo it, because again, it's like watching paint dry. You will see that I did that the other day for Matt, and we put his face onto that thumbnail. And right, this is Quen, this is Nano Banana, this is Sea Dream, and this is Flux Pro. And you can see we are really, really using this. We use this like every day in the company. Now, we also have some really cool things over at Creator Studio. So let me go to Creator Studio Incognito, and you should be able to hear this. Okay, and let's click unmute and play.
Hey guys, I just want to say how much I love the Los Angeles Lakers. Hey guys,
So if you want
I just
somebody
want to say
that says that they love your product, holding your product, what you do is you go into User Generated Content Studio, UGC Studio. Okay, you click here. You could upload a photo of anybody that you want. You could describe a person. If you've already used one of these people and put them into a scene, then you can pull them again from your talent scene library. This is me doing demos all the time, okay? Or you can just choose and start from scratch. And you choose a person, and it'll automatically match the voice to the person. So I'm going to click Continue to Scene, and let's put this guy here. And by the way, if I should add custom, right, where you can put it anywhere. But if you want custom, just click Edit and just put it wherever you want, right? Just write whatever you want. So that's how you would do custom. So let's put this guy. Let's put him in a coffee shop, sitting at a table in a busy coffee shop. That sounds great. And let's just do this. Outdoor in Paris. Okay, next. Now, do I want him to hold a product? Your teeth whitening gel you're trying to sell, or your shirt, or your hat, do that, great. And if you want to save that image to your user-generated content uploads to use again, so let's click the Watch Paint Dry button. I'll get a drink here. I'll have you out of here in 10 minutes. Okay. Let's count down from 10, 9, 8, 7, as if this has anything to do with it. 6, 5, 4. Okay, here's our dude, right? I'm going to save him to the talent library so that I can just use less credits and just go with him again, right? And the reason why you want to do this is you might want to string 3 videos together and then have him say, turn to another camera and say this, right? Because you only get 8 seconds, right? So if you want to make 3 of them, you can make them say longer stuff. That's why we limit it to 125 credits. Hey guys, I just want to let you know I'm now using ScalePlus. It's a great companion suite to go high level. And I can direct him and I can say he gets up and picks up his puppy. Let's just do that. He gets up to leave and picks up his puppy while always looking at the camera. And I click generate the video. Now, like I said, there's other models that are getting this is A++. The other models are A-. But when it comes to video, not images, it needs to be perfect. I want people to actually feel like, wow, that is a real video. So this is going to paint dry for about 2 minutes. So what we're going to do is we are going to Creator Studio over to some other features that we have. So I'm going to go and look at something from Alex Hormozi on YouTube. And I'm going to show you what we can do. We're going to take Alex Hormozi sales tips. Let's see what comes up. All right. My best sales tactic. Okay. Watch what we do here. Guys, you can repurpose your content or other people's content on your social media daily just to get people saying, oh, I like that. And then you say, to learn more, come to my website. So you go to Infographic Studio. You create an infographic. You can put in a website URL, upload any information or paste text, or even a YouTube video. So we're going to do Alex Hormozi here. We're going to say Alex sales tips, right? And we're going to put the YouTube video in. I'm going to click next. And I want to create two versions of this. Now, this is an infographic, so we want them like this. You know what? We're watching paint dry. I think you'll forgive me for only doing one. Now, I want to use a brand kit here. And again, I could upload a style guide. And I think we had one before. Oh, it doesn't let me do a markdown file. Major faux pas. I have to fix that. It's only taking a text file, right? You could choose your colors. I'm just going to let AI decide. And I can give custom instructions even here. Use neo-brutalism colors. Let's see if it knows that, right? Remember I showed you earlier, that's that black and yellow look and feel. And I'm going to click Generate Infographic. There we go. While that's going, let's see if this is done.
I just wanted to let you know I'm now using ScalePlus. It's a great companion suite to go high level. Hey guys, I just wanted to let you know
he didn't pick up his dog.
ScalePlus. It's a great.
We only store this stuff for 30 days. So what
hey
you
guys,
want to do is just download it. We're not going to host everything for you forever because this stuff is big and you put it on your own computer, right? And now I have it right here.
I just wanted to let you know
okay.
I'm now using ScalePlus. It's a
how awesome. So we've just done UGC Studio, Imager, an infographic. Let's do mind map. And same thing. I'm going to take Alex Hormozy. I'm just going to put Alex Sales Tips. And I have a YouTube URL, so let's use it. I'm going to click next step. Let's do one in the paint drying. And mind maps, we want horizontal. Please use neo-brutalism colors. And let's see, are we ready here? Here's my infographic. And yes, it's neo-brutalist. You can tell by like the colors here. So it literally took what Alex Hormozy said here, and the text is perfect, and we created an infographic. And what we'll do, we'll click the one-click download button here, show you so you can download your stuff, okay? And we're gonna go back to here. That's not done. So now what we'll do instead is we will create a process map. Same thing. Alex Sales Tips. We put in the YouTube URL there, and we say that for this, we want it landscape. I just want one. Let AI decide. Use black and yellow neo-brutalist design theme. Okay, now let's go back here. There we go. I've got my neo-brutalist colors for my mind map. The ultimate sales tactic. Guys, do you see how awesome this is for you to create content that you can sell and give away and get for your marketing and repurpose and now add your face to it? Just you drag this into Imager and say, add his face in the bottom left corner, right? And I don't think the other one's going to be ready just yet. Okay, so let me show you what else we've got here. And the final thing here is called Thumbnail Studio. And that gives you 3 different things that you can do. Number one, you can upload any thumbnail and then edit it. So that's number one. You can just edit a thumbnail. Number 2, you can optimize a thumbnail. Okay, and let me show you what that means. I'm going to take this thumbnail right here, and I'm going to download it. Okay, I'm going to bring it in my Finder so I can drag it over, and I'm going to go back to Thumbnail Optimizer. We're going to bring that thumbnail in that we just downloaded. Okay, and I want to generate 3 versions because YouTube lets you test up to 4. So you'd be able to test this one, and then upload this one, and upload this one. So you have a professional optimization, a viral, and then an extreme. The extreme is going to make the mouth open. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. So while that's baking, let's go over to here and look at our process map that we created. And again, it's ugly, guys, because I told it to use neo-brutalist colors in black and yellow. All right, so that that's on me. You ask for what you get for, right? So if you want, just let it do its own thing, and you will get process maps that look like this, right? That's just the typical color that it uses for a process map. All right, so let's see here. Okay, so this is the original, and I can tell you, I can see what's different here. It added the white around the person here for the professional. The extreme, the viral, did the arrow pointing with the white. And the extreme added the yellow glow and the arrow pointing and made the mouth open. Now, I don't think you care what is going to get you more clicks. You're not going to be like, I don't care how it looks. The thing that you care about is what gets you more clicks on your YouTube channel. You do this on all your videos, your YouTube channel starts to explode. Okay, so you have this, and this, okay, to choose from. You download them all, okay? They'll always show up in your gallery over here, your thumbnail studio, and here they are. And then the final thing I want to show you in the thumbnail studio, this is one of my favorite features. One of my favorite features that we have for thumbnail generator, thumbnail studio is thumbnail generator. Here, you simply put in a YouTube URL. So what I want to do is I want to go to YouTube and I want to show you something here. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do, let's do Alex Hormozi. Let's do this one. Let's get rid of this little trailing stuff here, get the actual URL. Okay. And I'm going to actually see if I can improve on Alex's thumbnail by giving it the context of the video. So Alex Hormozi sales tips. So any video that you have when you're done, just take the URL after you load it to YouTube. You do have to wait for the captions, which will, so if it's a 7-minute video that you upload, it takes us about 7 minutes to do the captions. Then you can say no face, because I don't want to replace Alex Hormozi, or I could take a face from my face library, or I could even upload a photo and say, hey, I want to use this face. But we're just going to, let's see if it knows who Alex Hormozi is. I'm going to click next. I want 4 variations, color preference, let AI decide. And I can give custom instructions, but no, just go. Go to your heart's content. And this is going to be the final wrap up that we have here. And now, if you notice this wasn't working before, it only worked 1 out of 10 times. And that's because YouTube starts determining like IP issues and they don't want scraping, blah, blah, blah. So we decided to use an application called Firecrawl. And Firecrawl specializes in all type of scraping technology. It does everything that you could imagine. So we put our API key in there and we take care of all of this for you. And there you go. So we said there are 20 different types of Facebook. There's the before and after. There's the wrong way to do it, the right way to do it. There's the verses. I don't even remember the 20. I had ChatGPT help me come up with 20 different ones. So what it does is it looks at the video and it says, there's the verses. There'll probably be one with the arrow pointing. I'll guarantee you that. What are out of the 20 frameworks, based on the context of the video, which 4 frameworks would work best for this video? Because I said create 4. And the sacrifice lamb tactic, right? Maybe that was something he spoke about. And then we could just say add his picture like behind the hand or something. So let's just wait for the last one to go. Okay. And hold on a second. I just want to get a screenshot of something. Okay, let me do screenshot. Move that off here. Okay, so what you get here is Alex's original, right? Which is very good because it has his face, right? But not all of us have face recognition. And who cares? Just test them. And remember, you could take these and put them into the optimizer and even optimize them even more. In fact, I think I'm going to do that with his. I'm going to download his and optimize it for him. Now, you have the, what we would call the, well, I don't have a preview here. Can you believe that? I didn't add a preview. Shame on me. How could I have missed that, right? So you have the red X versus green check mark. This is called the versus battle split screen. This is the money results visualization. And this is arrow pointing to a hidden detail, okay? And so I click download all, and it downloads them all for me. Now, the other thing that I could do, and I got to do this 4 times now, right? Okay, let's go to the thumbnail studio and optimize his that we just downloaded. I believe that would be this one. So we're going to take Alex's and just click generate 3 versions. And I guarantee you, if Alex took one of these, I guarantee it would increase his rate there. Okay? I guarantee it. All right. And let's see. Okay. So this one here, it put a white around him, which just increases conversions. This one put an arrow, guarantee this one will increase his conversion. And this one, I don't know, right? But who knows? What does Alex care? Let him just try it, right? Two arrows pointing, mouth open, green. But I believe that this would increase his conversions. And if you go back to all of the thumbnails on your channel and update them, your channel suddenly comes to life, right? Most of the reasons why channel dies is because the most important thing is the thumbnail, more than anything, right? All right, everybody, I'm going to stop sharing my screen, or as they say, I'm going to stop shizzling my shizzle. That didn't come out right at all. And let's put the face on there. Matt can join us if he wants. 3 hours, 30-minute live stream. We rocked it. We wanted to come out for the new year, but we couldn't get to it. It's literally the 13th of the month. And we wanted to show you all of the new things that we added, especially what matters to lifetime members of Groove and the quality of life features that we've added in this new AI companion suite for your CRM. And that's what Scale is. And so that's it, guys. You're not going to hear from us for a while. We're going away on the Marketers Cruise. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Simon Leung is going to take over and do 2 live streams a week, deep dives on some different products. But I'm starting to lose my voice. Matt, anything you want to say before we send it to the music?
No, thanks everybody for being here. Doug Center will be working in the next 20 minutes and you'll be able to get for signature. It was a great live. I think we got a bunch of cool new stuff, very powerful tools that you can use for your business. You don't even regardless of the business you're in, all those tools become super, super useful now. So enjoy them, do the best out of it, and we look forward to the next one with more stuff.
Somebody asked, how do you get a page created in Click Campaigns to render in Page Builder? Go back, watch the stream. We did it 3 or 4 times. You can watch it on the replay, which is live at our YouTube channel. Simon Leung, in 5 seconds, we want to go out to Scale, Scale, Scale. Let's do it.